and gentlemen, welcome to SCS Season 4. We've got a bit of an unfamiliar face to my right here, familiar to me at least, but maybe not to the rest of SCS chat, but let's introduce him anyway because he is just so darn good. I think they know who you are. So, I'm Jasmine,
maybe.
I'm Adam Jassim, and then you are Harrison Crow Broder. So
I am.
You are.
Hi. I cast Challenger League.
He does. So we've done this one before. I think this isn't the first time that we're running this up, me and you, but this is your first time doing SCS, so I'm gonna have to walk you through this one. I am kind of not used to the fact that we don't have a desk host. Like I said, I'm not used to actually having a desk host, but now I'm not used to not having a desk host. Man, but anyway.
You didn't know how much you'd miss it until it was gone.
Yeah, Max. I miss Max.
I miss Max.
Kegel.
But we get maps, of course. Cafe, theme, consulate, villa, coastline being banned in that order. I always love watching coastline and theme. It's a shame that they're not more in the meta, but we get a clubhouse in Oregon.
Great maps.
Two of the
stellar.
Two of the T3. I guess what are they called? The T3 quartet. The T3 quartet. You got Oregon, Cafe, Clubhouse, and Villa. We got half of that. Cool.
Yay. I love Oregon. I mean, I guess it's not gonna be as bad with a new.
You also
season.
can't really expect anything different considering these teams are in 8th and 11th.
Yeah. So they're fighting for quite a so they're fighting for, I guess, Pride right now. Synthetic.
No, Pride is a different team. They're not playing today.
Look at me dead in my eyes, and try and tell me that what you just said is funny. So, no, man. So Synthetic, they're down there, man. They are down pretty bad right now. They are the 11th place team. While Visionary are going to be your 12th. So, or sorry, not your 12th, your 8th place team. So they're a little bit different. I think that the outcome of this match doesn't really change for Synthetic, how the rest of the season goes, but for Visionary, it could do numbers. So we have Pixel, Salt, Crafty, I'm being told it's A-Man, and Hazmat, all on entry, of course. So,
yeah, that's kind of what you expect from budding teams, is a lot of aggression, everyone just kind of wanting to take the gunfights where they can, even, hit them with the old patented poison roaming smoke.
Oh my goodness.
But apparently, as we kind of know them too as well, the team hasn't been all too successful. Only 7 points. 2 of those points coming in OT losses. They've only actually gotten 5 points off of wins. 2 wins across the whole season so far. Not great, to say the least. As you can see, minus 25 round differential, 58 and 83. Not been too successful from Synthetic, though Visionary have been doing a little bit better. Obviously, also not as successful as some of the other teams, but they definitely have more wins. They got 4. They have double Synthetic's wins. 14 points, double their points as well, including those OT losses. Minus 5 round differential, so nearly even, but not quite. At least they have a positive attacking win ratio. That's definitely the most curious thing to me, is that these guys are towards the 8th place, and they have a negative round differential, but they're actually pretty damn good at their attacks.
That's what you don't see out of a lot of teams, just not even in this kind of T3, T4 scene. It's literally just any team. You don't find a lot of teams that are good at attack. Usually your game-changing plays can happen on, or most likely, will happen on defense. But if you have a team that's strong on attack, that's really feared, because attack is very structured. It's way more difficult, obviously, because you're just running headfirst into other players, to try and win the round. So going to a map like Clubhouse, which is starting to slowly shift towards being a more balanced map than it is defender-sided, but it's still pretty defender-sided, to say the least. Yeah. You kind of have you have a team that could be really scary. I say what I think is, if you're a good attacking team on Clubhouse, you are dangerous. You are extremely dangerous. Yeah. But if you're a good defender team, you're just like every other team. You can be really good. Anyone could be good at Clubhouse defense, but not everyone can be good at Clubhouse attack.
Yeah, it takes a really good coordinated team to be able to crack those, especially with Visionary having actual roles on their stat sheet instead of just first entry, second entry, third entry, and so on. And you can see by their placement, they're currently in 8th place, right behind First Attempt. I believe it's the top 6 teams that end up going to playoffs. So they're they could potentially get up there if they are able to secure the 6 points today. If they win both maps without OT, they'd actually take 6th place from Emergence and boot them down. Though Synthetic, this is pretty much Synthetic just not wanting to be in last place.
Yeah. I mean, no matter how you look at it, mathematically speaking, it is impossible for them to jump right now from 11th to 6th.
Yeah, and I think it definitely makes sense as to why the majority of our staff predictions are to Visionary, Slay. You know, I love you, man, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Everyone else kind of in with the more grounded prediction of Visionary coming out on top, especially just
to
looking
be fair,
at the placements.
They were all wrong about Emergence Wichita. I was
true.
That too. I was very wrong in that.
But Emergence is also in the top 6.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, true.
So,
I mean, what is there really left for Synthetic? Like, do you
CDC? Azul, come on, man. We've played COD together. You're smarter than that.
He's pretty bad. I think I'm the best in the S&D stack. No, I'm just kidding. Not about the best part, but definitely about the Azul bad part.
And you know,
Azul's actually nasty.
Azul is kind of nasty. You know why, especially, that I think Visionary are gonna probably come out on top?
Motivation.
Well, not only that, but also Ferme, our beautiful, beautiful producer, who I love oh so much, my Russian baby. Could you please bring up the seasonal stats for Visionary? At least we can talk about Visionary first. Look at that. Look at how evenly spread those stats are. The lowest you have is a 0.89, and the highest you have is a 1.03. So no real standout slouches, and no real standout performers either. It looks like a really, really teamwork-based team. I mean, even then, only one guy is positive in a positively ratio attacking team. That's pretty damn good, especially, 14 plants for Abadu on Thermite Maestro being the second highest rated.
Nasty.
That's pretty nuts. Even then, on your support player, he's got the highest survival rate on his team, 35%. That's really what you want to be looking for. And even then, look at the costs. 55, 57, 55, 53, 57. These guys are really even. Now, if we want to go ahead and look at Synthetic's team, this is something that we talk about a lot. And we got Pixel, Salt, Crafty, Amon, and Hazmat. Now, Adam, there's one thing that Synthetic have that Visionary don't. We can zoom in on the Synthetic stats. Now, you got Pixel, right? 1.21, standout performer for these guys. 81 and 58? That's insane. He's at plus 23. 19 and 13, great on the entry. Nearly a positive KPR as well. 0.92 on the 11th place team. That's pretty damn good. That's one side of the pendulum. Now, if we want to look at the other side of the pendulum, this is what Synthetic have that Visionary are going to be able to take advantage of, and that I think are going to put Synthetic right under. We got my boy Hazmat, my good friend Mark, a 0.75 rating to match his 75 kills across the season, going for a little bit of a, a little bit of a connection there. Minus 45 on the KD on one of the, Hibana Wamai. Sure, it's not really a forefront role, but you're not really supposed to be dying a lot on those either. 8 and 17 on the entry, less than a 0.5 differential there. And I mean, a 14% survival rate on Hibana Wamai? That's just not great.
Did you just bully that kid? you just bullied Mark. Oh my god.
Yeah. I've played unranked with him, and I outfragged him there too. So.
Oh my goodness, that's what.
Remember when
that's the surprise.
That was the surprise when Ferme and I were sitting in a voice channel for 45 minutes, screwing with the graphics.
Oh my.
Thank you, Ferme. By the way, shout out Ferme. Ferme is. I mean, you guys already know, of course, because you guys are SCS watchers. But Ferme is the GOAT.
Ferme is the GOAT. The Russian dealer that dealt $500,000 and didn't die. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I do agree. Like the way that you look at Visionary and it's like they have what was that, Thermite Maestro player that had 12 plants, by the way. 13 plants.
It was 14
Was
plants
it 14?
on Abadu. Yep.
I thought it was 13.
It was Abadu.
Abadu has 14 plants and he is, I think, second in ratings. That tells you
Yes.
that you have a good team because roles don't matter. Anyone can play any role. That kid could probably be the next NJR for all we know, the Ash Jaeger. But he's playing Heartbreach and it's working out for Visionary. So, with that in mind, Synthetic don't have a lot to play for either. They have, what is it? Sorry, I just thought about what you guys just did. Synthetic don't have a lot to play for. They're at the bottom of the standings, and if they lose today, it's done. It's done for. They are done for. That is it. They are wraps. Their season's over, and they might even get relegated, most likely. But
I think, isn't it everyone that's not in the top 6 get like auto relegated?
It is, I believe.
Yeah. So I think at this point, it's gonna be tough for them to not get relegated. Like,
yeah.
Period. Visionary obviously still have a chance. So at this point, Synthetic are, 1, trying to not be last place, and 2, just kind of as playing spoiler if they want to for Visionary. Just because why not? It's always fun to have a team that prevents another team from succeeding.
Wasn't in European Pro League, it was Vitality versus Supremacy, and Supremacy didn't win a single game throughout the entire season except for the game against Vitality, where if Vitality lost, they would be put in relegations.
Yeah.
And Supremacy won their only game that season.
Yep. I remember that. I remember the Rise Nation Noble game, where if Rise Nation win, Noble get put into the auto relegation zone, and if Noble win, then if Noble win, then Obey go into the auto relegation zone. If Rise won, Noble would stay in the auto relegation zone, so Rise through.
Oh yeah, they did.
That was sad. But that's playing spoiler can be fun sometimes if you don't like them. I don't know if any of the players on Synthetic have a problem with the Visionary guys.
Someone I think on Synthetic just got called Pipsqueak, so I think they're playing for something now.
Was it Hazmat?
I don't know. But
that makes sense because he's what, 13?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not laughing. You're laughing. I'm watching the. They just watched the thing where the .75 hazmats being like zoomed in on it scrolled.
I'm glad chat liked my bit that I came up with, and that for may help me.
The Russian bastard. Wow.
Glad they liked it.
It's pretty funny. But we're just waiting on one more for Synthetic before we get into one of the least important and most boring games that we're ever going to cast in our entire lives, Synthetic versus Visionary, where we go onto Oregon and Clubhouse. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Can't you tell?
Woo!
Woo! I actually do think that Visionary have a bit to play for, right? Like, if they win here, they could start to climb their way up very slowly into that top 6. Albeit very difficult, they can do that, right? They can get themselves into top 6, not get relegated next season, and make playoffs all at the same time.
True.
So Visionary, they have something to play for. Synthetic, on the other hand, they really don't. Like, their standings speak for themselves. There's nothing they can do to crawl themselves out of the hole that they're currently stuck in. It's unfortunate to say. I hate being like, wow, this team is hopeless, but just by the sheer numbers, Synthetic are going to have a lot going against them, and this might demoralize them, this might demotivate them, this might make them not want to play the game to care anymore. You could also argue that all Synthetic has something to prove. Like, all these players, they have something to prove. They're young, up-and-coming gunners. If they can take a victory against a team that looks very, very promising, definitely could help here. We're going to be moving on into Clubhouse, map number 1 between Synthetic and Visionary. Woo! It's going to be quite an interesting game here because I got Harry Broder next to me to go alongside with. So,
all right.
This is definitely going to get interesting.
All right. Well, first ban will go in Synthetic's favor, of course, because they're starting on the defense. Defense gets first ban. With the new meta, we haven't really seen a lot of changes on Clubhouse other than the fact that Hibana is now... Clubhouse is her playground because of the hatches. Impact tricking with that change is pretty damn impossible. Would not be surprised if she's the very first ban, and there we go. Synthetic not wanting to deal with her new rework. I mean, at that point, right, we did the math, right? She's got 18 pellets total. Now it's a pool. You can put those down to 4 shots each, which would open a hatch. If you try to do that on Kitchen, you can deny, or you can withstand that impact trick 4 times. Like, what do you think? The defense is gonna put that much into it? No. At that point, just ban Hibana, get it over with, especially now that Maverick is gone. You're going to pretty much guarantee a Thatcher is going to be run every round. We'll probably be seeing a lot of Maverick Ace both being run now that half the hard breaching capability is banned.
Right, and I mean, no complaints here. Ace is like a really good operator right now. He did get a little bit of a nerf, but it really just doesn't stop his full potential. Valkyrie gonna get also banned out, and it looks like the deployable shield change. I'm just kidding. Valkyrie's a very good operator on
Yeah, it's because
Clubhouse.
Valk has impact now. That's why I want to get rid of her.
Yeah, that too much. It's way too much. But yeah, I mean, Valk has become a very common ban on Clubhouse for some reason. There are some good spots that you can have, and I think that Valkyrie does do you a lot of favors in the fact that you don't have to. Well, that is interesting. That is a very.
I can't. And now no one can SSG roam. I can't do the bit.
Is that a target ban? Who's target banning mute? What?
I don't know.
Who's complaining about being mute banned? Huh?
Odd bans. Well,
Jimmy Buckets is screaming right now, kicking the wall and everything.
Isn't Jimmy Buckets like actually like not named Jimmy Buckets?
It's tricky.
Tricky. That's who it is. All right, I'm gonna have to remember that. Jimmy Buckets is tricky. That's not like, you know, the copy pasta with the like Crafty is amazing. Salty is fantastic.
Oh my
Pixel
god.
is great. Hazmat. A-Man is magnificent. Like,
Abadoo is amazing. Badger is crazy. Panic is insane. Jimmy Buckets. Like
yeah, man. Listen, that's a banger name. I don't want to.
It is
That's all right. I gotta remember that's tricky. I'm probably gonna call him Jimmy Buckets anyway, but I'll try to remember that's tricky. Despite the meta change, it's still a very standard attacking lineup. Like I said, you know, you see Thermite and you see Ace, the majority of that being not only do you want to open up the server wall, but if you can, you want to try and open up either construction wall and get that pinch, or open up bottom garage and take rafters and get that pinch. You really only need server wall and one of the other two to make a successful attack on the cache. But I mean, if you have enough manpower, you could potentially go for all three. And Synthetic, Mira is left up. Thus, they will take her immediately. The shield changes also rearing the head as it's a substitute for the normal Wamai and Smoke Shield. They'll just take the Goyo instead. However, I mean, like I said, they're dropping smoke for him.
yeah, I think smoke is very important on this map. Just like, especially Clubhouse, because Clubhouse is all about how long you can stall. Because on Clubhouse, you don't have a lot of stalling power, especially whenever it comes to the top floor. There's only one wall separating you from sight. All you can really do is hold garage. That's one way to stall, and then try and trick the wall in some way. Obviously, we're not going to be seeing any tricking, as there are no wall denial operators. So you've removed not only one but two like delay elements. Pixel's going to take Badger out, however. That's going to be the opening frag here as the Thatcher goes down. So we talked about how the Thatcher is going to become a super important operator as he is not banned out here and there is no Maverick, but it seems like he will just be wiped off the board. And Pixel's not even stopping. He just takes the head off of Abadoo, and Abadoo has nothing to say for it. Diffuser's going to be dropped in Jimmy Buckets. Tricky's going to be in a very tricky position as Diffuser's dropped and a 5v3 ensues, and so far no response here from Visionary.
Look, that's just kind of what we expect from Pixel, of course, being the highest rated player actually in this entire lobby, as well as the most opening kills. Put 2 on his tally, and like you said, there's really no response from the attackers just yet. Panic is alone inside of Logi, trying to make something happen inside of Construction, while the 2 other players of Tricky and Martyr are over by the server wall. Tricky really has no utility left either. He's only got 1 stun, so if there's any more shields to clear, any evil eyes, anything like that he has to deal with, he won't be able to. Maybe you could with Martyr, of course, the ace charges, a lot of people forget. Those can be used to clear utility, but he's your diffuse carrier. He's mainly going to be used for those smokes and for the execute itself. It looks like he's actually rotated into Construction to help Panic because the Construction wall is soft, but that's a great swing from Crafty. Down goes Panic. Now a 2 versus 5 for Tricky and Martyr to work their way out of and make it a 1 versus 5. It's an ace clutch situation for the ace. They'll get 1, but not able to secure the kill, and they're vaulting through the window. He's able to line up 2, as both Salty and Pixel just kind of throw their lives away. Crafty, tucked inside the site. He is recoverable, though. I imagine the defense will go for it, but here's the rotate from Martyr. He'll go to server wall instead, though he's only 1 HP, and with the weapons on the defense, 2 vectors and an Alda, it's not happening. Hazmat the man we bullied earlier in the pre-show, will finish things off in round number 1. Synthetic take their cash defense.
He bullied him so hard that he's playing Mira. Jeez.
My bad.
Yep, good round there from Synthetic. A very beautiful one. They allowed Pixel, or Visionary allowed Pixel to get away with a lot of aggressive plays that he really shouldn't have. I mean, I really do think that all just comes down to personal mistakes. You can't allow Pixel to get so aggressive to the point where he just peeks CC wall. that was not it. Unfortunately, it was early game, so in general, Visionary didn't have a lot of map control at this point. So Pixel just running around and denying certain avenues all of a sudden, it's going to pain you a lot. And obviously, not only did it lead to 1 kill, but it led to 2. So good stuff there from Synthetic, taking a little bit of advantage of the time that they had, taking advantage of the fact that it was early round, so there was little to no refrag potential on any of the kills that happened. And it kind of just snowballed from there. So good stuff from Synthetic. And round number 2 is going to be played downstairs. So we talked about no SSG roam, but we're going to be seeing a castle anyway. A very famous trait of an SSG roam. You have to wonder if they're going to be using some of the utility that they have and have some roamers upstairs. I don't know what they're going to do with the castle. They've got some moto, but they are going to be reinforcing moto hatch. So it seems like they're just going to be bringing the castle for a little bit more power in the clock running game.
Sometimes you do see castle played on a turtle setup, right? We'll see like a castle barricade on the oil pit door, a castle barricade on main stairs, and one on usually probably like one of the moto doors. I think usually the exterior moto door, I think. So you can't, so the any attackers that drop moto hatch are kind of isolated from the rest of the push if they're going down main. So that's usually what we see from a turtle castle setup. And yeah, there we go. There's the one on main. It's actually on the interior moto door, curiously enough, so just making those defenders a little bit more safe from the hatch. I would not be surprised if that third castle barricade is either oil pit or dirt. That's typically where you see those. Panic is already in the building. I don't even know if he had a drone in front of him or if he was just face checking, but either way, it's clear as Synthetic, like you said, you know, no mute. It looks like they've got like, you know, 2 of the operators for an SSG roam, but no, they're not roaming at all.
Oh, thank God for the mute ban. Visionary would be losing right now without it.
Dude, they'd be lost.
This is where they just quit. Disconnect from the server. Had it. There's no Kaid right now, so Visionary could get in very easily and get some hard breach utility down. Obviously, with the new Hibana changes, you can get a lot of hatches. So Hibana ban definitely very smart on this map, and it's gonna kind of hurt Visionary in a way. They're still bringing the Ace and the Thermite, which is plenty of hard breach utility. That's way more than you need. But the Hibana can do that all by herself. I can't wait till we see the new Hibana in play. But the rest of Visionary are going to start to focus all on top floor. There's not a single person not on the top floor right now. Salt, he's trying to pull a pixel of his own right there, but isn't able to get away with that one. Jimmy Bucket's way too strong on that one. I can't.
It's a great name, dude.
It is an amazing
That's
name.
off the tricky dome.
Off the tricky dome.
They are going to end up using the Ace to open up the kitchen wall, or the kitchen hatch. Well, they'll attempt to, as there's plenty of impacts playing under it. Now, there's been 2 Ace charges burned, thanks to the impacts of Aman and Pixel. A nade sails down, but it falls upon deaf ears, as Aman will now take a lot of damage from that Secret Stairs player of Tricky. He's now on just about 1 HP, but there's 43 seconds left in the round, and we're still at an even 5v5. He'll be the one to watch along with that 1.5 on the Legion, as Badger has now dropped Moto. Abadu readying himself to blow open Church Wall, and Amon gets the first kill onto Martyr. Yet again, first kill goes the way of the defense. They knock the Ace off the board, though he's already used his Selmas. Really, all you're losing is smokes. Abadu's the one carrying Diffuser anyway, as now the Banshee has been disposed of. Tricky will now try to make his way down. Proximity Alarm will broadcast his position. He's caught in a crossfire. Meanwhile, Ammon and Crafty both find 1 each, and Crafty will double up towards the end of the round, giving Synthetic a flawless, and they're second on Church.
Absolutely incredible stuff there from Synthetic. The impact tricking was just phenomenal. It didn't allow for anyone on the side of Visionary to get any walls open. So basically, somehow with 4 charges, because obviously you have 5 hard breach charges technically whenever you bring Ace and Thermite, so that's 3 hatches you can open. So You use you use 2 ace charges on 1 hatch. Both got impact tricked, and the ace ended up dying, so he didn't use his last Selma. And then Thermite got down to get ready for a church wall opening because they were running out of time because of the delaying that was going on with that impact trick on the kitchen hatch, because the players that were sitting inside a kitchen, or under kitchen, excuse me, weren't forced out by the sledge somehow. So with all that happening, he had your Thermite rotate down and lose both of his Thermite charges to impact tricking. All that, and it was only 4 impacts. All of that. And when that happened, Synthetic basically just forced Visionary to push into their angles. You saw a few players in Moto, but guess what? Moto was castled off. So what could they do in Moto? You basically, Synthetic kind of locked down everything and narrowed down what angle they had to peek to 1 hallway. And that would be I guess technically the long hallway. The long hallway right outside the church door. They narrowed it down so you can only peek that 1 hallway. The rest of the players decided to push into blue, and they lost their gunfights. And now Synthetic are up 2-1 or 2-0.
I think a big reason why they were able to lock everything off too was a little bit of poor vertical play from Visionary. You saw the play was, hey, how do you deny an impact trick on kitchen? You take a sledge and you flush those Arsenal players out. Panic tried doing so, but not only was Panic unable to actually get a kill through the floor and deny the impact trick, the ace didn't wait until Panic called it clear. He just kind of... Maybe they were trying to use the ace charges to bait for a kill, but either way, no matter what they did, it just didn't work. Now it's Jim, Synthetic, looking to take that perfect site rotation that we not really often see on Clubhouse anymore with how even it is now. Yet again, they have the Mira Hazmat setting up in bathroom, the other Mira window inside the cubby, inside of logistics. It's a pretty standard defense from Synthetic, except for the fact that no one is actually inside of cash.
Oh no.
That's
How are they allowing Pixel to get away with these? That's going to be another opening kill for him, and Kraft is going to take down Panic, and all of a sudden Visionary have fallen asleep at the wheel. Not a single refrag to be had just yet, but I could eat my own words in just a second because Synthetic are not slowing down, and there it is. Pixel's going to lose his life here to Badger. So if you're Visionary, you're happy with this one because you actually got away with the refrag for the first time ever. But at the same time, the rest of Visionary starting to push in, and Kraft is just going to swing with an ump. Badger will take a second kill there, but in the end, Visionary are down 3, and Synthetic have that exact number, and everyone is playing safe. Off of the swings of Kraft and Pixel, they're both dead. You notice it on the left side of your screen. Both of them are dead, but they basically might have just won the round here for Visionary for Synthetic, so long as they don't give up their lives. So good stuff there.
You also look at the utility that Visionary lost. They hadn't really done anything with it, and now it'll sit unused. Meanwhile, on Synthetic, you lose Castle and Bandit for those 3? Who the hell cares? You've still got Wamai, you've still got Jaeger, the best gun on your lineup, still up, and you've got the C4. All right, never mind. You don't have the C4 from Hazmat as he dies, and Synthetic will now be an even man count. Their 3-2 lead slips away. It's going to be tricky to start to go for the plant, but it turns out to be a bait as the Wamai is tucking tail inside of the gym doorway. He's going to try and challenge underneath, but it's actually the swing from the Jaeger. Salt finds the last 2 as he kills Zofia. Inadequate cover from Badger, and he could not even find the trade. Synthetic will secure the perfect rotation, and they're up 3-0.
Lots of double kills there, not only from a triple kill from Badger, also a double kill from Salt. So good stuff there. A double kill from Kraft as well, and the round is over. At the blink of an eye.
That wasn't even a cash take. Like, they took cash? Because normally, right? Normally when a team is down bad like that, it's like their cash clear, like, kind of sucked. They maybe went for, like, a 2-for-1 trade, which they really shouldn't have gone for. They had cash for free. That was a poor construction take. Like, what? When do we ever see that? Usually construction falls so easily because you have the crossfire from, like, if you can control Logi. Even if you don't have Logi, you have the window, you have the wall, and you have the doorway. And they went 3 for 2. That's not great.
It's kind of shocking, especially with the amount of pressure points that you can apply on construction. I mean, even if we just look at construction, there's a wall, there's one soft wall, well, theoretically one soft wall that A-Man's reinforcing. There's a single wall, there's a double wall, there's a window, there's another double wall, and there's 2 doors. And there's a hatch if you want to toss nades. And you know what? Visionary couldn't crack the code. That's rough. Like you said, you don't often see a team that just doesn't clear construction of all things. And the worst part is that Kraft was swinging freely.
With an
and he
ump.
got with an ump, and he got a kill off of that. So, Visionary are screaming right now. They're like, why are they playing like ranked? They're just swinging everything. Well, it's working, and Synthetic are just winning gunfights left, right, and center. Visionary have nothing to say about it except for here's some utility dump. Let's rock. Spoiler alert: the utility dump for Visionary hasn't been helping. Even Hardbreach. Hardbreach utility just it hasn't been helping that much.
Did they hard breach anything in the last round?
They
Except for
did
the construction
some of
wall. They got the construction wall with an ace
now-
charge, and that was it.
Well, yeah. Now you lost me. There was. That's it. I was gonna say, well, Crow. They did some of the construction, but that was the only thing you mentioned it. So.
Well, they're at least able to get the server wall open very early, just like they did on their last try of the cash attack, because Synthetic aren't bringing any denial. Mute is banned, no Bandit, no Cade. They don't want to take the Bandit because teams nowadays are very apt at clearing that Bandit trick as, okay, all right, Crafty is just going to swing.
The 81.
I mean, he gets Panic, you know, it's a 1-for-1. Maestro for Sledge, on this site in particular, maybe not the best trade for the defense as a whole, but so far, Synthetic have gotten every opening frag and have gotten every round. So, could be a trend.
Crafty on the 81, just tearing through Panic. It was only a matter of time before that man died.
He had time to accept it.
I think this is the best. I think this is the best state that we've seen Visionary in so far. They have Tricky sitting right outside of, and that is a concussion, my friend. Pixel's gonna find a double kill as I say that they're in the best state. Make it 3 maybe with a pistol.
What?
Pixel is gonna win the round for Synthetic as the last kill goes to Salt. How does this stuff happen, man? How are they allowing Pixel to just swing like this? It blows my mind. He did it with a freaking pistol for the last one, too. Synthetic are going to take 4 rounds in a row. We thought that Visionary were going to be the team to just come out on top. We said that Visionary are a strong attacking team. And now we look like idiots.
56% attacking success rate, huh? Not against Synthetic, they don't.
No, not anymore. They got a 0%.
Even if they get the next 2 rounds, that's still a 33.33 repeating percent. Not great. That is less than ideal. Although, a 4-2 half on Clubhouse is standard.
Attackers need to locate
but you usually expect to have at least 1 round if you're the attackers by this point. You got none. You have to take the next 2 in a row if you want to take that standard split and keep, you know, some semblance of competitiveness in this match. If Synthetic go up 5-1, which is not out of the realm of possibility at all, in fact, it's seeming very likely, or perhaps even a 6-0, the map's pretty much done and dusted. Unless you can make some kind of insane comeback happen, then you're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Unless you're Neo and Ape.
Oh,
Unless you're Neo and Ape and you go 6-0, 6-0 back-to-back halves and go into max OT with 0 attacking wins across the entirety of the map.
That game
By the way,
insane.
shout out to Esteem in chat.
Esteem is nasty.
Esteem is nasty. That loss probably hurt, especially because Indy's power was out because of Storm.
That was also rough.
Yeah.
I love you, Esteem.
Mental tried his best, but I love you, Esteem.
We love you. Well, I can't legally say that, but I also love you, Esteem. Okay, kiss him for me.
I will.
We're a love triangle.
I'll make sure to ruffle his fur.
Oh. All right. So, that's where we cross the line, Mr. Broder. I'm sorry.
Man, I'm sorry.
That's just. You know, Jimmy Bucket's mom's gonna hear that. You know what he's gonna? You know she's gonna think that we're terrible casters.
Dude, they're gonna need a bucket and a mop, huh?
Oh my god.
For when Steam and I meet.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, of course, because you guys are gonna drink Coke and spill it everywhere. That's what we mean, guys.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Salt is gonna be on secret stairs right now, playing the poison position with no smoke. So the rest of Synthetic just kind of prepare. That is the one thing about this attack, or this one defense that they do downstairs, is that while we saw a lot of aggressiveness on the top floor, Synthetic don't get aggressive until Visionaries step on their territory. Once Visionary get downstairs, that's when Synthetics start to just get extreme and start to get extremely aggressive and peak hallways that, by the way, are most likely their angles. Castle Barricade, I believe that's a breaching charge on that. I hope it's not, because Pixel might be dying here, as he's playing a very aggressive position right now next to this Castle Barricade and not being punished for it. Badger's drone is going to spot him out, however, and Pixel's going to have to run away as a breach charge will detonate. That was a breach charge, but Pixel will be completely safe. So no kills found so far here, but if we're on the same trend that we have been for the past few rounds, Synthetic will get this opening frag as they have 100% of the time now. But what's different now is actually these walls are, I was gonna say getting open, but as you can see, both the Ace and the Thermite have lost their hard breach utility. You know what this sounds like, Crow? It sounds like deja vu.
You know, both hard breaches have already lost their utility. You know what this sounds like, Adam? This sounds like deja vu.
You know, Crow, both operators have lost their hard breach utility. You know what this sounds like, Crow?
Does it sound like deja vu?
Sounds like deja vu.
Wow.
So I'm like, what is the
All right,
doing,
everybody's
man?
dead. It's a 2 versus 4. -2 versus 3 is Tricky. Tricky hits the floor. He's not finished off. He is Zofia, so he can res himself and put this back to a 2 versus 4. But Amon gets 1 kill. It's up to him to try and clutch out a 1 versus 3. He's stuck inside of back Arsenal as the plant is going down inside of Church behind Black Box. He is Legion, so he doesn't have too much plant denial in his pocket. He cannot win the fight over the minibar against Badger. Visionary. They will take round number 5 and finally stop the bleeding. They take their very first round on Clubhouse.
So it wasn't deja vu in the end. They broke the cycle and they will be able to take a round, and it was a very much needed one. It was a very aggressive one that resulted in a lot of frags. So
we in fact have not been in that place before.
We in fact have not been in that place before.
That is a deja vu. What is it called?
I was gonna repeat what you were gonna say, but you stuttered. So
no, what's the what is it from?
What?
The Deja Vu song.
Initial D?
That's what it is. Initial D. I couldn't think of it. I don't know why. That's on me.
How'd you not know that? I thought we were just talking about it.
We were. That's why I was like, I don't know why I forgot.
Wait, we were talking about it. It sounds like deja vu.
Deja vu. I
just been DMCA.
Oh.
Gotta be careful about that one.
Oh, whoops. If your channel gets taken down for me, that one's on me. That's my bad.
Kurt casts 1 SCS game and gets the entire channel taken down.
Whoops.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. While this is happening, Synthetic are setting
doing
up
the thing again. It's the same thing.
You know what, Crow? You know what, Crow? This looks like deja vu.
I can't sing it. I really want to sing it, but I can't because it's the new DMCA stuff. All right, you know what? We can play it on Rhythm Bot after in Jazz.
We can
scream sing it, but
we can't just say. We'll just get it all out and release on the Jazz. Who cares?
The build up and the release, just like November should be. Now that we're in December, there's someone in dirt.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's dead now. All right. Caster's curse.
There was someone under Abadu. He's been on top whenever it comes to his. Oh no, that's so predictable now. Isn't it crazy how like now, like beforehand, it's like wow, that's so broken, but like now, wow, it's so predictable.
Yeah.
Feels like, you know, it feels like. We've seen that a lot. You know what it feels like? I'm not gonna say it. I think you could fill in the blank.
Maybe. Do you think they take construction this time? They got a guy over.
Judging, here's the thing: the utility that they have inside of construction does not exclude nades. You have to keep in mind that the Jaeger nerf can really help them out right now. So, if they're able to drone out Kraft and either catch him rotating out or nade him, then this could be really good. Or they can collapse the room around him as Martyr's going to take down Pixel all of a sudden. Synthetic have been weakened. Kraft, however, is going to jump out here, and he will get immediately refragged for his troubles, and Martyr is going to find his second kill, just being at the right place at the right time. And we're seeing a lot more unity in Visionary squad as they're able to get their refrags and even get 2 opening frags. Hazmat, a beautiful C4 there. We'll take down Panic, however. So all of a sudden, you have actually just split up Visionary. You see Tricky is playing outside of the metal balk windows. Abadu is playing on the jacuzzi balk, and wisely Abadu is going to rotate away to join the rest of his team so they aren't split up anymore. So I like what Visionary is doing right now, but at the same time, the mirror window that is inside. Oh my goodness, Martyr's going to take down Hazmat, and now it is all up to Salt. He actually doesn't have a mirror window inside it. He does, but he's not going to be able to put it to good use as Martyr on the hard breach is going to be able to take down Visionary with the best gun in the game. Visionary will win the round here, and it will be Synthetic to call, I believe, the rehost. Oh, never mind, no rehost. But Synthetic, they played that so well. But Visionary, they started to wisen up a little bit. They definitely adapted. I will say that is something that you don't see out of a lot of T3 teams, T4 teams, whatever you want to call it. They adapted, and that is really good to see because now we're going to be going on to clubhouse defense for Visionary with, wow, that's a blitz. With an even half, or not with an even half, but more with a half that we see a lot. The 4-2, the famous 4-2 on Clubhouse. Very typical half.
Those last 2 rounds too were off of a team fight in church that went the way of Visionary, and then Martyr getting a 4K. Good job, Martyr. And we're not going to see a blitz. I was kind of hoping we were going to see like a mint blitz push, except on Salty. Yeah, different flavors, mint to Salty. You know, wildly different, but.
I would love to see Blitz. I think he is the most like entertaining. I miss whenever he was like really bad, because I feel like he had a skill gap. You know.
I mean, yeah,
that was a while ago.
Fucked.
He did so. So if you're unaware of the old Blitz,
remember when you could shoot his head above?
Yeah, you could. Yeah. So with old Blitz, you could shoot his head at the very top of the edge of his shield. He also couldn't run. He was a 3 armor. And whenever he ran, he didn't put the shield in front of his face. So he was like Montaigne or like a Fuse shield. Except he flashes. I do miss that part of Siege. I feel like that there's a skill gap with that. But I'm just talking boomer here, even though the youngest one out of us. Ty just said Jasmine's casting. I'm gonna head out. And my feelings are hurt, and my day is terrible.
Panic's day is terrible right now. He's 0-6 on Jaeger.
I was gonna say I'm down terrible, but that you can't get more down terrible than that.
There's 2 people in dirt. Smoke and Maestro are both in dirt. So Salt's got a. Are they what?
Look at their. I think they're hugging right now, dude. Like they're literally right next to each other. Okay, no,
maybe.
Not
but... Oh no, Maestro left.
Yeah. Also, so Tricky's doing that Necroc spot, the very old and ancient. Oh no, the drone is gonna be hopped on and not swung by Tricky. I would say that he's in a tricky position right now, but he's got 2 gas grenades to stall out time. But at the same time, if Salt is able to take, he's taking down a lot of Selma, or what are they? Banshees along the way. He'll almost take down the smoke, but Tricky will hold firm and take down Salt. So I was gonna say that they got rid of the wubs, and they also could have gotten rid of the smoke grenades to try and push through dirt, but Smoke is just gonna obliterate Salt and put us at a 4-4 even split. As Synthetic start to open up on the kitchen hatch, there is gonna be no impact trick as the entire floor is quite and literally gone. This is how you do vertical hold, by the way. Pixel's going to take down Martyr for his troubles and to also take down a wub as the rest of Synthetic are going to start to push themselves down. They've got a very good position ahead of them as long as Pixel doesn't get fragged here, but he will. Badger's just going to swing into Moto, and the hatch isn't open, so refraggability is next to none. As the rest of Synthetic look like they're going to be going for a kitchen drop, but Kraft will go down. He'll drop the diffuser in the process, and Hazmat and A-Man are going to have to reconsider what they want to do here, as they're going to have to recover the diffuser and pick up Kraft. And by now, the smoke grenades have dissipated, and the kitchen drop is bailed from because there's just no way you get away with that without the smoke grenades, at least in that case, in that context. Badger going to swing again here and take the head off of A-Man. The fact that he's getting away with this is mind-blowing, and he's able to easily rotate behind the bomb chassis where he is safe and sound, and he'll get a triple kill and also drop the diffuser inside of Church, and Abadu will just finish things off. Visionary. They looked pretty strong for the last 2 rounds, and they'll take a defensive round to start things off on this half due to some very, very poor timing, I would say, from that Synthetic roster as they dropped, Crafty got dropped the moment that they were going to go for a execute. and whenever they
Yeah.
missed, Badger just swung everything.
They did a really good job, of Visionary didn't use the vertical play very well, and Synthetic did. But unfortunately for them, it was the angle all the way by, what was it? I think it was box 3. He was just holding
Yeah.
onto the hatch with the Alda and holding down mouse 1, and you can't really drop through that. But they'll now rotate not to Cash, but to Jim. They'll take the offsite for now, interestingly enough.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Visionary, though, I wonder if they're going to turtle up as much as Synthetic did concerning, like, construction. No, never mind. It looks like they're extending probably into Cash. I would imagine so. You don't see a lot of teams, like, completely reinforce and barricade off Cash and then leave. Yeah, they're setting up for a turtle Cash hold with the Malusi, with the Jaeger, all that good stuff. Pretty standard. Also, CDAPS DM'd me the entire chorus to Deja Vu.
He did what?
He DM'd me the entire chorus to Deja Vu.
Don't do it.
Attackers are moving
And don't encourage him, Connor.
Yeah, Connor. Don't forget, we make fun of Kyle for playing Ultimate Frisbee, but you did too.
Oh my gosh, he's an ultimate frisbeer. I almost forgot how inferior he was, but thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Cutoff drone actually is gonna spot Panic. Tell me they didn't miss that, right? They saw that, right? I hope they saw that. I hope they saw it. I think she's gone and rotate anyway. Oh wow, that's right on the head there. But obviously he's behind a few hard walls, so unfortunate there for Salt. Synthetic so far, they're getting themselves in right now, and if they could take Martyr down and maybe prevent Panic from swinging right now, this could be a really strong position. It seems like they have some sort of drone on him. As you can see, the nades are popping right underneath of him, and Martyr's going to feel very unsafe off of that one. Bucks is going to start opening underneath as well, and Panic's got an angle, but it's at the same time being challenged all the way over from Salt in CC. So I'd say Synthetic have a good position right now in terms of applying pressure. Now they need to actually get a kill off of this, or else they'll just be wasting their time.
Amen take some damage from someone actually inside of Bar. One of the Visionary players going for a long flank. First kill will happen inside of Cash as Hazmat spams through the wall. He'll get a second too as Panic falls. Panic, unfortunately, now 0-7. Not great from him so far. Badger is still inside of Logistics. He can hold the doorway, but he'll miss the shots on the player who quick peeks that door. Still a 3 versus 5. Visionary fighting from behind, just as they did in the first 4 rounds of this game. It seems like Synthetic is going to be able to take this gym defense. First gas canister comes out at 1 minute left, so about 30 seconds earlier than you'd normally want to, and Pixel finds Badger, or at least what little was left of him. Now it's just Tricky and Abadu, the Smoke and the Maestro, the 2 operators you typically want in a kind of clutch situation like this, but unfortunately Tricky will swing, and there's another one.
Oh, no.
Amen, as Abadu finds 2, but it's not enough to win the round. Synthetic take round number 8, and they take their first attack.
Really good pressure there from Synthetic. I mean, the fact that they managed to just do everything right whenever it came to the pressure game, for example, getting themselves underneath inside of stock and just opening up Cash to make it feel extremely unsafe. That's one key thing, and then they managed to rotate. Oh no.
Panicked on the James Bond, the
yeah,
007.
that is, yeah, that is rough.
Not even an assist.
Panic is going 007 right now. Oh no, that's not the look that you want, especially because we just made fun of Hazmat. It's definitely not the look that you want.
Haha, hee hee.
So
Yeah. Imagine letting a guy with a 0.75 rating opening double kill you.
many bombs as they
could not be me. Absolutely could not be me. Mark, who's he? What's he shooting?
Shoot
Nothing.
Visionary,
He
apparently.
sucks.
Okay. Alright.
Someone in chat just called EPS T4. I just wanted to remind you that you're wrong.
That league doesn't exist anymore.
They are And when they come back,
No, they're not coming back. They haven't
What if they
tweeted
do?
anything in months. They've never tweeted.
oh yeah,
since,
right. No,
since the
never,
final.
never.
EPS
I'm pretty sure
is a dead league.
I'm pretty sure they stopped at season 3, and then Swanky left, and then everything just cut. All their operations were done.
Yeah, pretty much. You know.
I just got reminded. Oh no, I don't know if I should say this. So you know how we were going back to the synthetic thing,
Oh yeah.
or not to the synthetic thing. Sorry, the coffee pasta.
Oh.
Bubs is incredible. Swanky is amazing. Dems is beautiful. Hammer. Give the players their money, Hammer.
Fact.
Give them their money.
You asshole.
I think that's allowed. Wow,
I-
that did you hear that hatch?
Yeah.
That was displeasing. Oh my.
That was weird. All right, we can do the copy pasta right now. Abadu is magnificent. Tricky is great. Badger is fantastic. Panic. Martyr is amazing.
Yeah, I feel for the guy. Except I
Yeah.
don't, because he's
Rocking
Ash Yeager
the-
and he is
rocking the
dropping
James
7
Bond,
deaths.
looking like a Sean Connery right now.
Looking like Sean Connery. Rest in peace.
Connery.
Long live Sean
Panic
Connery.
R6, running the Jaeger, not getting any frags. At least not for now.
Oh no, Martyr's
Wow.
about. Oh! Wow. Martyr's desk is probably in just about in half right now. That
Wow.
angle, that timing, quite literally could not have been worse. Oh my goodness, Jimmy Buckets. Gonna be using his first smoke grenade to try and disrupt whatever's going on outside of the platform wall, but nothing is going to happen out of that. No damage, just a little bit of stalling. But the rest of Visionary are not afraid to get aggressive. As you can see, Salt's going to get immediately refragged here by Badger, who's just playing inside a swamp. A very aggressive angle that, had it been droned, probably would have been found. Panic is also at the bottom of Oil Pit, but the rest of Synthetic are starting to explode into the site as they get 2 frags, and now it's all up to your 2 roamers. Badger's going to take down Hazmat for his 2nd kill, as he's dropping 11 frags so far this game, the only double-digit player so far. But he's going to have to do a retake here. And he's also got all of his angles covered. His red rotate covered. And Pixel's going to take down Panic. It's all up to Badger in a 1 versus 3. And he can't not do it. As A-Man's going to take him down. Synthetic are going to take round number 9. And I believe that is going to be matching 10 points. Not so good here for Visionary. As they were looking to be the team to get themselves into that top 6. But they're getting shut down by a team that's 11th.
Did you say Matchington?
Yes, I did.
Matchington Point.
It's the fancy way of saying match
It's like
point.
downtown.
I've just said match point so much that I'm sick and tired of saying match point.
You got Birmingham, you got Birmingham Palace, you got Downton Abbey, and you got Matchington Point. Sounds British.
Yeah, Sternab actually told me to say that one.
Ah, I see.
Okay, are we
Got
talking?
beans on toast.
Oh wait, Pixel, listen to us.
Wait,
I
what did you
think
do?
Pixel, listen. He's blitzed.
Let's go!
Let's go, Pixel. I
The
love
mid
it.
blitz take. Let's see it.
I love it.
It's gonna be the DZ
So now-
build blitz take. Let's go.
Sternab casting be like, and we're on Matchington Point. I don't know why that's funny. It shouldn't be. Yep, we got a mint blitz.
We're now
This could
on
be Pixel getting
Matchington
his 10
points. Cannot wait till this game ends and I can serve me some beans on toast.
with,
Some delicious beans on toast with melted cheese.
and then tea with biscuits.
My tea with crumpets.
Oh my god, man.
I should-
British people.
The more crumbly, the better.
That's why they're called crumpets, right?
Oi, Adam,
Charlie?
you got a license for that? You got a license for those beans?
I don't think I have a license to cast,
You
mate.
don't have your beans license. I'm gonna have to confiscate them.
To confiscate your Heinz beanery. What is this Tom Beanery going on here?
You have a toast license. You don't have your license. You gotta eat it on uncooked plain white toast.
Do you think legally you're allowed to grate cheese? A-Man's gonna go down here to Abadu, and Pixel's gonna be going into dirt with Badger. Sorry, Jimmy Buckets having to rotate off of that. And Pixel is deep inside of Dirt. First gas grenade going to be going off here, but it's not going to detonate just yet. Salt's going to shoot it out of the way, and Pixel is going to cover his teammate off the rotate. Everyone is just swinging into Dirt right now, trying to get their pick, but they've got a shield in front of their face. Jimmy Bucket's going to be completely blind yourself. Pixel, be careful, man.
How did he get out of that?
Swing that thing.
What?
And Pixel, I don't know how. He is still alive, but it looks like actually Tricky's going to go for a retake here. He's getting very aggressive. That's going to be a third gas grenade, and Pixel's on low HP. But he's completely blind. Pixel will get his 10th kill of the game on the blitz stun here. And AK Rax is going to be where Pixel will die.
Oh, he's
as
alive.
he's going to get stuff. What is happening?
How did he get out of the smoke?
He's immortal. Pixel is literally immortal.
Dude,
Pixel is quite literally immortal.
Right, they can't kill the blitz stuck in smoke, and now there's no more gas. Tricky's dead because he pushed him with the shotgun and missed. It's a 4v4. Synthetic right now, I'd probably say, are probably in the advantage because they have that Dirt presence. They have the kitchen hatch open, and the blitz is actually going to rotate, maybe playing for the smokes and opting for the kitchen drop down, but no! Through the floor, he'll light up Badger. Unfortunately, he can't find the kill. And Crafty will be down. There's the Malusi, though, isolated, and the 1v1 gunfight is where he thrives. But no! Hazmat, what are you doing? He kills the blitz, and now Pixel goes down. Craft has been rezzed, but they're both on the kitchen drop down, and the player in Dirt dies. The round has been thrown away. It's Craft on 25 HP against 3. Badger's 1 HP. Martyr's 1 HP. Badger gets finished off. The biggest problem for Crafty right now is not necessarily Martyr, it's the info the Pulse gives and the weapon on Abadu. That Alda will tear this 1 HP Thermite to shreds, and as he walks down the hallway, Martyr knows exactly where he's positioned. He'll walk into Arsenal. He's got no info on where any of these players are. There's one in blue, one by the minibar. He's just writhing around in the wind. Intel starved, pre-firing around will reveal his low. He sprints right into the waiting arms of the Alda. Visionary will recover round number 10. That round was a comedy of errors, as they call it.
So back to the conversation. If you're grading cheese, are you allowed to do that legally without having a cheese grader license?
I don't know, man. Britain's whack. All my homies hate the UK. But all right, so that round.
Stornap is typing right now.
That round. They got the Dirt push.
Wait. We're gonna be. Is this? I think this is the verse.
Zero allowed?
Yeah, it's the new season. Right?
He is. Oh, let's
We're
go.
gonna see our first competitive zero.
Oh.
Hey.
Stop.
Hey.
He went from 0 to 0, and Tricky went smoke to smoke. All right, wait, before we get on this round, the last round. All right, right there, they're pushing the Blitz in the Ash down Dirt. They have Kitchen Hatch open. They got everything going for them. The Blitz even gets the opening kill onto the smoke, and there's a fallout from his team. Now it's 3 versus 4. Malusi, I don't know how Malusi got there, first of all. Like, what was she doing in the hallway by the door?
Wait, Crow.
What?
He got an assist after 10 rounds. He has an assist. Panic has an assist.
Panic got an assist. Actually, technically, I mean, if we want to count it, he got 2. He got the assisted team kill on the Blitz.
Yeah,
the
that
Blitz
is true.
had him, and Hazmat was like, "You're not getting this goddamn kill. It's mine. I need the stat boost. I need the stat boost, Pixel." And he's knocked his Blitz off the board. And then, I mean, from that point, they were isolated inside of Kitchen. The Ash inside of Dirt died, and it was just, it was over. But I'm really excited to see what Salt does with the Zero.
Yeah, I think Zero is like one of my most favorite operators ever. Just the creative camera placements that you can do. I am a little bit disappointed that he lost frags. I feel like he would be a very, very fun operator if he had frags. But regardless, Heartbreach Charge isn't too bad. He's bringing Claymore. Never mind. I hate you, Salt. I hate Zero now. Swinging now is going to be Martyr, who is very dangerously positioned behind the shield. No one is going to take the damage off of that one. But Pixel's going to go down from the vertical holes, and it's going to be claimed by Tricky. So that's going to be opening kill going in the way of Visionary, something that we don't say all too often. But so far, so good for Visionary. They're holding themselves firm. But once this construction window gets open, you have to wonder if Synthetic can actually just completely cut off Visionary from rotating. I say that, but Panic is also going to be holding construction. So They should be fine. The rest is Synthetic just kind of waiting it out, seeing if they can get a pick from this. But they'll get picked instead. Salt not going to be able to use a single piece of utility as he will fall. And Abadu takes on Crafty. And all of a sudden, a team that we thought was just going to lock it out there are now down. Uh-oh. Now another team kill from an ace. It actually wasn't Hazmat, but Hazmat will get swung here, and it might be a flawless round. Had Eamon not gotten a kill through the smoke, it is going to be Badger going down here. But a 1 versus 4 remains, and Eamon has almost no HP to do this. And Visionary are starting to lock out round after round. It's very possible that Visionary take us to overtime.
That was fast, too. I'd like to remind everyone that that was a 1v5 for Eamon at a minute 30.
Yep.
Not great from Synthetic. Their cache clear sucked. The one guy they had downstairs died. Zero couldn't win his fight against the Jaeger. I was so pumped to see the Zero, like, you know, use the utility, and then he just took the Jaeger and died.
Yep.
And then from there, you got everyone on the balconies pretty much, and one outside the doorway, or one outside the wall.
If Panic gets a kill like this, I will be.
I mean, he knows Eamon is 1 HP at this point.
That is
one
true.
bullet will put this ace down. He's just kind of wandering around, fishing for picks, looking to, you know, boost the SCS GG. He sees one through the hatch. He's able to find one. Jimmy Bucket's now downed and finished off through the floor. 1v3 now, but it's only 20 seconds. He's pretty much wasted a minute just kind of walking around the building aimlessly, and he's just gonna chill, you know, wait it out, and AFK warehouse. That'll be Visionary, putting themselves on 5 points. We are now 1 round away from overtime.
Oh, okay. Well, Eamon will just drop Martyr in the process of losing the round. Came back. But, yeah, we are on the fated round number 12, where it is do or die for both of these teams. You either take us out of this map and into Oregon, or you end it here, or you end it in overtime, excuse me. So far, Synthetic, they're kind of looking like they're on a downward trend right now. I will say that was a really aggressive hold from Visionary, and it really just, I don't know how Synthetic allowed that to happen, but they did. And with that, opening kills came, and like you said, within half of the round being gone, it was a 1v5. So, yeah. I think that Synthetic or Visionary essentially got away with what Synthetic got away with whenever they were on their defensive half, just swinging everything and getting away with it. So hopefully that mistake won't be made again for Synthetic's sake, but if so, we might be going into overtime.
Does look fairly likely, although Cash did go the way of Visionary. No, it didn't.
Cash went.
I lied.
No, yeah. Wait.
I forgot they planted.
No, yeah. Synthetic did take. Yeah, Synthetic took Cash. Synthetic took Cash.
So, OT maybe not as likely. As I reevaluate my statement. Synthetic won this site last time. Because Martyr got destroyed in rafters. That was easy rafter control. The wall was open. They pushed in and won their fights. They got the plant down. They can do it again, and the map will be over. Visionary hopefully have some kind of adjustment to stop that from happening. Like Martyr not dying immediately.
Wow. Okay, Tricky is gonna lose literally almost all of his HP off of one grenade. Very unfortunate that that wasn't a kill. It was a grenade from Pixel. But he'll put Jimmy down. Jimmy Buckets. He'll put Tricky down to 1 HP. And he's in a very powerful position with a very powerful operator. So if you're able to catch him off guard, literally one mistake and one bullet, and the round could look extremely different. But so far, it's considered to be no opening frag just yet.
Yeah, Tricky will persist with 10, 15 HP, somewhere between. The wall is now open, and yeah, now Tricky's dead. Great job to Salt, good awareness, and a good flush out of the smoke. Now you've lost a major piece of utility on the defense. No more smoke, no more gas grenades. 30 seconds of delay is now gone just like that. And pretty much your primary plant denial. Because there's no C4 at all on the defense, and now you've got even less utility. The goos will no longer be regenerated. You lose impacts that could possibly trick the construction wall, and you lose your top fragger. Panic!
Wait.
The first kill for Panic is downstairs onto Crafty. The Thermite dead, though Thermite's already done his job. More importantly, he's dropped Diffuser outside of the stock door. Someone from Synthetic is gonna have to retrieve that, and if this is the round where he heats up, he could use that to be. All right, never mind.
I was gonna say Panic just got the most important frag of his life, but it's still holding firm. As a matter of fact, Pixel trying to drop to go recover the diffuser, but Martyr's gonna hold strong, and Abadu's also playing inside a lounge. So they've called this out. They know that the case is stuck inside of stock, and they know that Synthetic have the control of the site, but no diffuser. And as the time ticks away very, very slowly, if someone's holding that, it might be all over for Synthetic. Abadu has these angles, but if someone just swoops in to grab the diffuser, as Amen will, and right under Abadu's nose, he'll rotate away. 15 seconds remaining. Plant's gonna have to go down. There are no C4s to deny the plant, but there is an angle from underneath where A-Man could be denied. It's happening right on him as the impact will happen.
Oh, no.
It's not Shelf, however. It's actually in front. Salt will take down Martyr with a third kill, and it's all up to Abadu to keep this map alive here for Visionary. He'll try and take down one. Can he do it? Hazmat on very low HP. Can't even take one. And Synthetic, they lost Diffuser, but regardless, they win the map. We're going to be going 7-5 on Clubhouse, and the rest of us will go to Oregon with a map under Synthetic's belt.
Well, Synthetic took a map. It's not even on OT.
And Panic got a kill.
And Panic got a kill.
Finished
the
it.
most
And
important,
finished the job.
The most important thing in that entire game, Panic got a kill.
Yeah, 100%.
He lost,
100%.
but honestly, the kill was more important.
Yeah.
Had to make sure that he wasn't going 0-10. So Synthetic at 3 points, and that doesn't really matter for them. What's more important is that Visionary lose out on 3 points. That gap between them and I believe it's Emergence in 6th place has just grown a little bit wider.
Yeah. So, going into Oregon, they basically, they denied Visionary those 3 points. And
Sucks.
what do Visionary have to say about it? I mean, they're now going to be basically 1 point is the minimum that they can win off of this next map on Oregon. That is it. That is it. So, if you're a Visionary, what is there to win? I mean, you're not going to get into top 8 with these points, but you also don't want to miss out on points. So Synthetic really just hurt Visionary. We talked about this pregame, how if there is some sort of rivalry between these two teams, that is what Visionary are fighting for. Visionary just messed up Synthetic's points. So not much to be said off of that. I mean,
Yeah. But you know
now
what we
Visionary
can do?
might be completely out of the running. Who knows?
You know whose job it is to go more in depth with that?
Not me. I'm just not that smart.
It's not ours.
Who would it be?
It'll be the analyst desk. Because this league has that. I forgot.
Yeah, it's our job. So thank you for bringing on over. Jenna, that was a very, how to say, interesting style of match. A lot closer, than some would say. And they were talking a little bit about how Synthetic, they might have ruined some things for Visionary. And right now, we've got round 3 here. And can you tell us a little bit about kind of this map and some analyzing between these two?
So round 3 was interesting. Okay, we normally do see an extended hold into CCTV. This time we didn't, though. We saw a lot of utility mapping. What I mean by that is, essentially, you got a Castle playing, you got, Jaeger playing, you got Double Mai playing. I mean, that's absolutely huge for taking out the attacker utility. It seemed like a lot of the time, Visionary didn't necessarily know how to deal with that. They were caught a lot on their stalemates, and especially with Abadu and Panic, 2 players, huge players being taken out at the beginning of the round. I mean, you see Badger gets the frag, but it's not going to do you much. And for round 3 to be won by Synthetic, I mean, it already looks really good, right? Of course, During the round, though, it becomes a 2v2. Badger gets another kill. And as the round plays out, you see that Badger and Jimmy, they get closer to the objective. They're about to plant, but Salt makes a big play. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, Salt getting that play. I mean, it shows kind of the momentum shift that we've seen between these two teams. It's, you know, one can get the upper hand, but then one immediately backs. It's these just mistakes from really either side. I think that can kind of show how these teams really can match up. It's the back and forth, who will make less mistakes. And I want to say that's not a negative thing, but it's really hard to say just making a lot of mistakes is not a negative thing. So it's usually won on these raw gunfights, basic flimsy strategies that sometimes are these default strategies, and throwing kind of a wrench in that, like not reinforcing CCTV, is something that I think Synthetic was able to do to win that round. And going on to round 5, this was actually the first attacking win. And Visionary, you know, this what kind of started a little bit of a comeback, so it wasn't as one-sided as definitely was presumed after Synthetic won these first couple rounds.
Right, and I think Visionary being able to win their next 2 attacking rounds really kind of shifted, like you said, the momentum of Synthetic, especially because Visionary was going into the defense rounds. Even though Synthetic was able to win this out, I think Visionary really started to gain back a little bit of their confidence, you know. This round, though, was a huge catalyst in that. So, we see the Zofia, we see Jimmy. He played a huge role in this round. He was able to pressure on Blue, and by pressuring on Blue, I was talking to Chief about this earlier, the idea of doing so is to make a duality to the push, right? You make a duality and you attempt to kind of split up the attention of the defenders, and you know, you have to make them kind of have their head on a swivel, have their head on like a 360, you know, determine which is going to be the most dangerous angle, and yet both angles are the most dangerous, you know, because the attackers could choose really either angle to push from. They could choose, you know, if in the case that they won Blue, which they didn't even necessarily need to, or in the case that they won out Moto. So it was really the communication on the attackers to say, you know, swing when you need to do this, or get aggressive when you need to do this, and the game sense was there for Visionary. So for them to have that great communication going forward, I think it really made them win the round. We saw, though, however, that Abadu, he dropped. He was playing a fragger in that role. I was talking about that. Yeah, he was the first player to drop down the hatch. We also saw that Martyr was helping out in that. Yeah, you see Abadu dropping. It became a very horizontal push therein after, but I think it honestly worked out for Visionary. What do you think?
I mean, it's a little bit of confusion coming out. Like Visionary, using the kind of human brain, not being able to look in one direction or both directions at the same time to the advantage. And they're using that time really wonderfully. But Synthetic still, I think, possibly, they just were still playing the best that they possibly could. It's just that Visionary finally, I think, kind of woke up a little bit, you know, finally using these basic strategies that are coming in. And there definitely is a hint of not being confident, not knowing all the strats fully. I mean, we did see, you know, Visionary, like I mentioned, Abadu just looked confused, and there was the impact. It's a chaotic whole bunch of mess. And speaking of chaotic messes, oh my, round 10. The reason that this I think this round perfectly encapsulates what this whole match is. And if you were able to understand basically anything from this round, good on you, because it seemed like it was just, like I mentioned, a chaotic mess running through a blitz. When do you ever see a blitz played seriously? I mean, we start out, Abadu gets the opening frag, and then already that smoke is pushed out, and it's just throwing on through the flashes, the melee kills, pistols. It's like, what is going on? You have no clue who's coming out on top, who really is making the mistakes, who's capitalizing on these mistakes. And I think that really tells the story of this match, and at least this map for sure.
Yeah, in Keg's words, it kind of highlights the gray that we've been seeing throughout this entire match. You know, it keeps the viewers on their feet. It keeps even the casters really on the edge of their seats attempting to watch this, because you see a game that can go either way in any round. There's a lot of, you know, misconception with the communications. There's a little bit of a leadership deficiency. What's happening with the IGL? You don't know. And I think that's where my bias kind of comes in. You know, usually as a caster, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to look at this, you know, from both sides. But honestly, Visionary, they had a lot of deficits going into this. They, you know, they got easily killed off by simple flanks that they could have defended against on Clubhouse out of all maps. You know, they were a little bit lackluster when it came to finding strategy, which again, Clubhouse strategy map. They were very frag heavy, and it was just all around chaotic, which is I think what caught Synthetic off guard quite a lot during the match. And for Visionary to take the amount of rounds that they did, I'm a little bit surprised, even at that. Yeah, I am, but I'm glad that Visionary was able to, you know, play good those few attacking rounds, but then on their defense rounds, they really just fell apart. They did, and I feel so bad about it, because they would have been such a good narrative for Visionary to come back and, you know, be the hard-fought victory team and read the play and simply make their way through this and climb their way up the leaderboards. Because I think, as Jazz or as Crow was saying, they kind of, you know, that was the nail. The final nail in the coffin for Visionary. They might not even be able to get up in the top 6 anymore, find their way to, I believe it's the playoffs. So, I mean, it's going to be a rough go for them for the rest of this time.
Yeah, sadly, SCS is not an anime, and we're not going to have an anime arc. And, you know, Visionary coming back from the depths of defeat and coming back, getting the final spot in the playoffs, going all the way to win the... That's probably not gonna happen, if we're being honest. But going on to this next map, Oregon, is there really anything that we can really see through what we've analyzed coming in this map and going on to Oregon, which can be played a little bit similarly?
Yeah, I think looking at my notes, Oregon really is a similar map to Clubhouse in the way that Synthetic can play, and the way that Visionary can play it. They're definitely utility-based maps. And it's going to take a lot of communication. It's going to take a lot of coordination to be able to burn through that utility, and, you know, a little bit of fragging power here and there. So realistically, I think it's going to be a battle for either team. It's a different map, but it's all the same, right?
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
very different setup.
Oh, yeah. And then we are ready to get on into it. Oregon, we see Synthetic winning this first map, almost going into overtime. Will we see something similar? We'll see you right after this map.
You're muted, Adam.
I was gonna say I suck at predictions. I suck at casting
I was
too.
gonna let you do the intro, and then I see you start talking, and you just muted.
I suck at predictions. I suck at casting. I suck at everything.
Wow.
Synthetic and Visionary don't suck though.
That
They're
is
having a
true.
pretty good game. I think we expected this game to be a little bit memey and maybe not like, but Synthetic are taking this kind of seriously, and they're winning rounds, and they won Clubhouse.
They did.
So expectations are blown out the window, and we're moving on to Oregon, where Synthetic have taken a victory and are now going on to their map pick. Is that a good idea for Visionary? No, but we have Visionary, of course, on defense. I mean, no matter how you look at it, no matter whose map it is, it's an Oregon defense. So it's not exactly going to be very favorable for Synthetic, at least in the initial rounds, especially because this game does look like it is somewhat defender-sided. But Thatcher going to be the first ban on the board, and not very surprising to anyone at all.
Do you think it'll be Maverick?
Maybe wow. See, now defender bans are a little bit more unpredictable because Wamai isn't super good anymore, I guess.
Mira.
I was gonna say Mira. That's probably like the because actually Synthetic did play a pretty good Mira. So
Oh no,
Mira.
Cade. Oh well, yeah, Cade makes sense because no Thatcher remembered. Also, Mira is gonna be this span because
Yeah,
Synthetic ran the Mira,
because we're never wrong, of
not
course.
Visionary. Just pretend I said that
I'm
Kaiser
sorry.
ran the span because
Yeah,
it's
Synthetic
Thatcher
did run the
remembered.
Mira.
So this is gonna be Mira. No, it's not. It's Valkyrie.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is interesting.
So Visionary, like the Mira that really screwed us last time. Yeah, we're gonna leave that out.
Yeah. If you don't know, Mira was played really well by Synthetic, mainly Hazmat. The positioning of the Mira helped win a few rounds, especially on Jim last game. So now, with the Mira enabled, it's not much to, there's a lot to worry about if you are, once Synthetic get on defense. Obviously, I don't think Visionary played the Mira all that much, if at all. So
I don't think they did. I don't think so.
no, they didn't. They didn't play it once. Not even one time, I don't think.
Well, interestingly enough, it's gonna be a meeting defense first. Mute is not banned, so our good friend Jimmy Buckets is gonna be
Attackers need
picking
to
him up.
locate and defuse bombs.
Oh, Mute is
Yep.
Mute's British.
Oh no.
Boy, Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets.
Boy, mate, Jimmy Bucket.
You got a license for that, Jammer?
Jimmy Bucket stole me beans.
You twat!
You wanker. You stole my damn beans.
Just took my
Jimmy
beans
took
and
his
my...
damn bucket. I filled it with me beans,
5 seconds to go.
and he buggered off. Alright, I'm sorry. I like making fun of Sternab and his people when I can.
A bomb has been located.
So easy to pick on. Don't let him breathe
Sternab
on you
is-
though. British teeth do not indeed go hard. They go hard in all the wrong ways. But
What does that mean?
they have bad teeth, Adam.
I know they have bad teeth. That was...
Pixel is Twitch.
That is interesting. Twitch is becoming a very
Oh, I
low
don't
pick
like that.
operator.
You know, look. You see, look at his player card on the spectator HUD.
Yeah,
He doesn't have drones because of the Twitch drones, so the flashbangs are like
Oh.
weirdly in the middle.
yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that. You know who they should get to design the spectator HUD?
Crater.
Devin Crater Hoot.
The Hooter.
The Hooter himself.
The Hooter.
Wow.
the Hooter
Salt
on this.
has
Salt is-
literally no fear, and now he's dead. That's why they say
That
fear
lasted
keeps you
long.
alive. Fear
And there's
is your
another
friend.
one.
What?
Badger's just gonna swing and take down another, but it is gonna be a frag to begin us off here. Synthetic are gonna allow Hazmat to get one, but don't get used to that.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Twitch. He's gonna come up light stairs. He only find Pixel with the F2 in his natural habitat.
Oh, Jimmy! Jimmy
no!
Buckets!
Jimmy Buckets is gonna get fragged through the floor. Panic though, we'll find Crafty. So Visionary will still maintain the man lead, though the Jaeger has absolutely no clue that Twitch has moved
Attackers
into
have
kids.
recovered their
Again,
diffuser.
silent, but deadly. Now we're back to a 2 versus 2. It's Abadu and Martyr. Make it just Martyr. He's got the MP7. It's certainly a fine weapon, and he's got the C4 in pocket, but the Twitch knows
Oh.
exactly where he is. Sound cues more than prevalent, and Pixel jumps up with an insane 4K, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and Synthetic will claim round number 1, despite rushing 2 people into meeting to their death.
The fact that he got away with what he got away with is kind of mind-blowing. I mean, you had a player literally sitting inside of attic, and then you have a player die from a vertical hole inside of server, and that person sitting inside of attic goes, I think I'm safe here. I'm just chilling, you know? Even though I made this rotate specifically for myself into from kids into dorms, that's nothing to worry about. No Twitch is gonna come up from there.
Yeah, I mean,
Attackers
Wha-
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
oh, hi Pixel, I love you too. I thought when Hazmat said Harrison, I thought that was in response to Crafty talking about cat girls. Is it bad that was?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Zero Viva sent. All right.
Someone just screenshot that. Just for reasons.
I think Exile is still here. I was talking to Exile in chat before. I challenged Exile. I told Exile he can play the drums. He can play my electric drums that I have in my background when my light is on. If he can play Goat by Polyphia. Like, perfectly. You don't know what that song is? Go look it up. Goat
I
by
do.
Polyphia. God, that song
do.
bangs. Dude, Clay Aishleman, goated drummer. Like, you know, I love my favorite part of the song and his drumming is like, you know, the stereotypical like hip hop and electronic hi hat, like the. He does that by hand. It's
Does
sick.
he?
Yeah, you can hear it in the song. He's nuts. They
Artius
castled
just
off
made fun. I
Master
think
Deck-
Artius just made fun of my British accent. I'll tell you what, you twat. I'm done now. I can't do it anymore. Now my feelings are just hurt.
He's British. Hello, I'm from Leeds.
Oi, Mr. B here, gonna put a deployable shield bottom oil pit.
It's me, Mr. British.
Mr. British.
Mr.
Oi, Mr. British. Here.
Rockland. What the
Gonna
hell?
lock down garage with a deployable shield inside of oil pit.
They're an armory.
I'm
so-
talking about clubhouse.
I know, but interestingly enough, Visionary are playing an armory, and I guess.
Hey yo, Martyr, the window's open, my guy. Gotta watch
That's
out for
what
that.
playing an armory gets you. I guess.
Hey
Wait,
yo,
there's
crap!
still-
There's a dude.
There's a
dude
dude
inside.
and
Pixel, Pixel, what? What? Pixel just he's busted a cap in that kid. That was just not fair.
Pixel's bussin', bro.
Hey yo, Pixel's busted.
That was.
What the heck is
going on?
What?
Huh?
Does he just know more than we do?
Drop the bomb to
What?
I don't want to cast this around anymore. Jimmy Buckets! He's gonna get the kill on the Crafty. Down goes the Hibana. Still got A-Man and Pixel. Pixel is currently 6-0, a certified monster with the F2. Panic was in the freaking basement, so they know that there's really only 2 people on site they gotta worry about. A-Man is gonna try and push in. There's one in the game's corner, one inside of Kids. A-Man could easily find this pick as that range with the shotgun is not ideal, but no, he creeps closer and closer to the corner. He'll eat one shot, he whiffs the second, but he survives. Somehow A-Man backs into the attic, but no, there's the re-engagement as he reloads. Now it's Pixel in a 1 versus 3. No one on the defense as low on HP as he is. Even the shotgun, even the FO12 could potentially find the kill, but it's just Abadu getting his 3rd Visionary. They take round number 2 after a very interesting round.
I'm sorry. The fact that Panic just went demon time on that Ash with a shotgun through the wall after being silent for quite literally an entire map kind of scared me. I won't lie. It kind of scared me.
Toggle between maps?
Did he actually just toggle? Toggled with an FO12?
Bill's moment.
Oh my god. Who is the kid that traced or like shot someone through a wall in that one NSG tournament? But it turned out to be a yellow ping?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Man.
bombs.
Yellow ping is just too strong. Even though we had no cameras downstairs, by the way. It's just...
CCS has tweeted, question, which one of our lovely NA casters would be least likely to beat up a bear hand to hand? Why would it not be me?
I kind of just want to answer. I think I'm just going to answer you.
The options are
Jacob's
me,
winning?
Benny, and Cookies. Wait, Jacob would be least likely? That he's like 6'3". I'm voting for myself.
I voted for you.
10 seconds remaining.
I just got tweeted at by
5 seconds to go.
the father figure of Synthetic Org. Yo, at Jasmine Cast, the mute bed was pled, and then subtweet, and then replied with, and worked as intended. I mean,
Rob,
I mean, yeah.
Rob just said, I don't feel Crow can get out of a weighted blanket, let alone fight a bear. Man.
He just got destroyed by the bald dad of esports.
I can't believe it. He still has to adopt me. Rob will become my father. I swear by it. There is someone on the hatch, as yet again Salt has quite literally no fear. If he walked any further into that doorway, Panic would have had a very easy frag. And for now, Synthetic will continue clearing the top floor. Reminder that this is a basement defense. Site's in laundry. Visionary are dedicating at least one player to this roam. I see 3 on site in Jaeger and Classroom. I'm not completely sure exactly where Tricky is. Badger and Avidu do get 1 kill apiece, and there's Martyr. There he is. He's in. What? Is he Big Tower?
Oh.
Panic will retake in the meeting. There goes Amen, and Panic will get the. What? I don't get it.
Dog, what just happened?
I don't get it.
What just happened?
So what happened, right? All right. Let's break it down. There's a roam. There's 1 guy in the attic holding the hatch. And 1 guy in Big Tower. The other 3 are on site, and they're like kind of holding bunker and stuff. The attackers start to push in. You know, they're droning out meeting and stuff. You know, there's the fire from the guy in attic, and they're like, ah, crap. You know, we gotta not get killed by the guy in attic. Then 2 people die pushing bunker. 1 guy walks up the tower stairs and dies to the mute. And then Panic, who earlier got droned out in attic, retakes meeting and kills the last 2 on the stage. Bro, Synthetic had less intel than AMD, dog. I don't know. That was a computer processing unit joke.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just don't know how to respond to that, I won't lie. I'll just let you have it.
Hell yeah.
Can someone explain to me why the gun shows the total ammo and not the clip? What kind of... what?
5 seconds to go. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Makes no sense.
Ask Yubi.
Ask... who?
Ask Yubi.
Who?
Yubi.
Who?
Yubi.
Cares?
Oh,
Got you. I hit you with a T3 joke.
damn. But you asked.
Wait. Oh, oh no. I messed it up.
Well, Pixel is almost going to take the head off of Panic right there, as he's already made his way inside of Dining, joined by 2 of his teammates. There's a castle barricade separating them from the long hallway, where Avidu is prone watching under it. Of course, we have our good friend Jimmy Buckets inside of security, and he's got to rotate in the kitchen, so of course he can play from below. He can try and, you know, cook a C4 and get it up on the players pushing the top floor. Salt looks like he really wants to get in, but instead it'll actually just be an Ash charge to destroy some utility. Pixel is now upside down rappel on the big window. I think he has an angle down into the site, maybe. But unlike the meeting push that happened last time from Synthetic, it looks like this entire push is going to be dedicated into kitchen.
As you can see, as you can rather hear, the Selma's going off right now. Avidu is going to try and contest this. He's got 2 players to worry about. Can you not see the... I don't think you can see the other team through the wall whenever you're... Did Amen just... He fell off the building. He fell off the building.
Truly unfortunate.
So, Synthetic are trying to get themselves into kitchen, but they'll have to pick up Amen, who just collapsed in front of their eyes. As Panic will go down there, that'll be the first frag, as... Now Hazmat trying to look at Amen up, and Hazmat's starting to try and get himself back into kitchen to try and get some form of control, but Jimmy Bookcase got another idea. He's gonna take down Salt, and it's gonna be Kraft for a second kill here. Make that 3! He's just going off!
Wow.
He'll go down, however, but for his troubles, he'll claim 3 to go with him. It's gonna be a 2 versus 2. Aiming on very low HP from the drop-in. It's gonna be another kill here. Or a few bunch of kills going in the way of Kraft, but Pixel's gonna go down to Jimmy Bookits. He'll get his second kill as Tricky trying to keep Visionary alive in this round here and possibly claim a 3rd round. A-Man, he's got no HP left, and he will lose the fight here to the Alda, or no, sorry, to the Alda, to Ump, actually, the exact opposite of the Alda to Badger. It's gonna be round number 4 going in the way of Visionary, and well, Visionary are looking way better than what we've seen so far. Their defense is going super good, and I think this is the first time we've seen them with a 2-round deficit not going against them.
Yeah, Synthetic. Trailing behind 3-1 right now. The only site they've won was the very, very first round on Meeting. Couldn't make the magic happen again. Crafty tried his best, pushing in, getting a triple kill, but wasn't enough. And now it's Dorms, yet again, for the defense. We got a Mira this time, interestingly enough. Did not bring it all map on Clubhouse. We'll bring it on Oregon. Mirror window setup usually is one on the wall that Abadu is currently reinforcing, and one on the wall looking into, either into attic from the kids wall, or sometimes from attic, like through the wall, like watching master is sometimes a mirror angle that a lot of people use. It looks like by the setup it's going to be the default ones, 2 inside of kids looking out. And hopefully Synthetic are more apt at clearing those mirror windows than Visionary were on the club.
5 seconds to go.
That was real bad. That was...
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So, we're gonna get underway. Pixel is off the Twitch, so Synthetic will forfeit the game right in front of our eyes.
Oh! You know, I just noticed from watching from the Twitch stream, Mozzie doesn't have that stupid 96 under the pest counter anymore.
No, wait, did they?
Oh, wait, no, it does.
I actually thought they fixed a bug for once in their life.
It wasn't there, and then it appeared.
How does that bug even work? Is there just a hidden feature where he's actually supposed to have 96 pests? You just deny the entire map with a auto-firing pest launcher?
That would be terrifying.
That's how you buff Mozzie. Salt. Come on, man. Never mind, you don't need to buff Mozzie as you got players like Salt. Okay, so we're gonna see the opening frag go in the way of Visionary as Badger's gonna take down the Ash that missed the drone, and nades are gonna get tossed here by Pixel, sent flying, won't find anyone. It's Panic once again. He's loaded up with the Alda, but no one's actually pushing him just yet. It seems like he wants to get aggressive on those armory stairs, but as this is happening, Synthetic are starting to collapse. Martyr's gonna take down Hazmat. The first frag going in the way of Synthetic will be onto Martyr. So a nice refrag there from them. They also drop the Mira sitting inside a trophy. A very risky Mira to play that one. And it will get taken away just as easily as it was put down. Panic's gonna start going upstairs with that shotgun, but will get read like a book by Pixel. It's gonna be an even man count between Synthetic and Visionary. As right now, Visionary, they're low on HP, they're kind of crowded, but at the same time, Synthetic are somewhat split up, and with taking down A-Man, you can see that Abadu's quickly to actually reinforce the rotate inside of kids and cut off any line of sight. Kraft is going to make a very illegal move, not allowed in ESA at the moment, and that is going to be switching from 6 to 4 pellets.
Wait, what?
As he is going to also go down. Badger's going to take down his 3rd kill as he's just going insane with the ump. And now it's all up to Pixel to try and salvage this round. A beautiful flick onto Tricky, and he will find that kill to be his 3rd. Diffuser is dropped, however, and he's not got a lot of time. 25 seconds, in fact, and his location is very well known to the remaining players of Visionary as he's going to be called out and tagged. Dropping into white, it is going to be Abadoo to take down Pixel, and Visionary will take round number 5. It's going to be 4 rounds for them, and they'll guarantee the half on defense. What can you say? It's Oregon. Nice shot there from Abadoo.
What was that about ESA?
So ESA are not allowing DGen to use the trick where you can switch the pellet count. You have to use 6 pellets
Why?
at a time because it's
What?
ESA.
Wait, what?
Because
How do you, like-
the space Bubble King 10. Do you have any more questions?
What?
I'm not kidding. Did you see a news tweet?
I just did.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Oh my god, Sticula just ratioed the DGen Revenge Nation announcement with him using the X Kairos in a different way. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I love T6 Siege.
Damn. Oh, it's... That's funny.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh boy, we love it.
5 seconds left before
We called out a lot of leaks today, did we not? We called out EPS. We're going ham.
locate.
There's no saving us from the
Yeah.
Jazz
Dude, imagine if
Crowcast.
RSA had consistent staff. Well, that'd be great.
Well,
Imagine if Siege Cardinal League didn't charge $60 a qualifier. It's 60, right?
I don't know. I actually don't know much about that league. I do
I
know
don't-
that they. Actually, I won't say it. I think it's.
There's AGN's pay to win.
We don't even need to talk about them, do we? Like,
I'm just going after all the leagues at this point.
You are.
Wait, Panic has a shotgun?
No
Yes!
way. Chief
Howard
Girthang is going off right now. I can guarantee you
Girthang
in a few seconds we're gonna see the Girth instead of the chat.
Dude, Girthang's making Ahegao faces
spamming
right
his-
now.
Spamming his own chat.
Panic?
Panic, however, is in a
Panic.
very
Oh!
aggressive. Oh!
How does the Ash live? What?
It didn't even down him. Oh my gosh.
What?
That's amazing.
Salt is blessed. There's no goddamn way. Panic was robbed.
Oh no. Well, he shot him in the knees, to be fair.
I mean, but he was ADS with the M870. You're not supposed to live.
You know what? I feel bad that the analysts have to break this down. It's literally Panic just on tower stairs. I feel so bad because I sometimes look at them like while we're playing the game and they're like actually taking notes and probably discussing the game. And there's just stuff like this happening. They're such hardworking people. Badger's gonna take down Hazmat and it's gonna be a tie game there. As he'll send the body flying. And Crack gonna get himself in. No, he's not. Badger's gonna take down a second. He only needs one more to be double digits, and he's also dropped the diffuser inside of bunkers. The rest of Synthetic are going to start to swarm the pillar side. Pixel will nade out Martyr, so it's going to be even man count. But once A-Man swings, that could all change if Badger has his angles right. Flashbang is coming on through to try and blind the Vector player, but nothing coming out just yet. He's holding firm. He's going to try and take down A-Man, but instead A-Man will take him down to find his second kill and also recover the diffuser. 3 versus 2, and that was probably the most important frag of the entire round. As you can see, Visionary are going to start to crumble as Synthetic recover the diffuser and start to slowly but surely inch their way to an execute. It's going to be tricky to go down here on very low HP to start with, and the headshot will finish him off. And somehow Abadoo will get that frag, but Pixel will take him down, and it's going to be Synthetic to take a round that they most definitely needed. Instead of making it a 4-2 split, which could be very dangerous for Synthetic, it'll be 5-1. Instead of making it a 5-1 split, which could be very dangerous, it will be a 4-2. Synthetic will look alive as they move on to defense, the most advantageous side of this so interesting map. We love Oregon.
Sad Jaeger didn't get that kill. I still stand by the fact that he was absolutely robbed.
He quite literally kneecapped the kid. Of course he didn't get the kill.
No, he got robbed. I should get the kill. I don't know how as a one armor you survive that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Ash got secretly two-speeded.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Sternab replied to try and defend you from Wazda, cause he said that you're gonna lose the bear fight because you only eat ramen, and then he defended you. We just made fun of him for like 3 rounds just for him to defend you.
I'm sorry, Sternhab. What did he say?
He just sent a pic of that massive dinner that you had, or sorry, not the breakfast or whatever.
Oh.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I remember that.
5 seconds.
That
to
was
go.
I
good.
can imagine.
Cookie said Benny is 900 years old.
That should not be allowed. That is just.
Oh yeah, so Sternab posted the picture. So one time I had mozzarella sticks, I had 3 scrambled eggs, home fries, 2 sunny side up, another order of home fries, bacon, and toast. And that was my breakfast.
And I'm overweight, guys. I'm the overweight one.
It's because
This man ate 13 burgers in one day, and I'm the overweight one.
I have the Asian metabolism. Blessed. Oh wait, you're Asian too. East Asian.
Well,
I
I'm
have the East-
technically it.
But you're
I'm
West Asian.
tec-
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Wow! Ozzy just got. I almost.
That was
I
a
almost-
headshot too.
I almost cursed there. I almost slipped. Remy would have had my ass. Amen just got.
You just
destroyed.
cursed.
Well,
You,
no, I almost said the F word
Oh, I see.
when he got decked.
Fettuccine. Oh yeah, he got iced, dude.
Yeah,
that man said, "Hold my beer. I'm on Miami JFK Belk." That's it.
Vermeer's dying in the cult.
Vermeer's lost it.
He's on Miami. Dude was
If you
peeking the
don't-
dunes, bro.
Dude,
Eamon peeked the dunes with an MP5, dog.
He's peeking the jazz stack on dunes. Like, what are you doing?
This dude's peeking Zrixer with a shotgun over the dunes, dog. Like, holy crap. Well, good night, Amen. Badger with his 10th kill, destroying him with the Kali rifle. Now he's going to use the utility as well to clear a shield. Good job, Badger. Martyr, though, his teammate will fall as Crafty finds 2. Panic dead as well, just playing inside of the room. Crafty! Out of the main hall, he gets another one. Crafty's so aggressive, and somehow Badger lets the Jaeger slip by, and the Jaeger will kill him. Abadou gets the refrag, but it's a 1 versus 2. Granted, against an Ella and a Mute. Mute's got a C4. That's really just about it. If Abadou can somehow isolate these players in long-range engagements, like bait the Ella from back behind the bunks and take the fight inside the main hall, he potentially take it, but instead, rotating the games, wait for Hazmat to peek. He's holding the angle, flashing in, trying to stun Hazmat, but unfortunately, he will not win the fight against Salt. Synthetic. They'll take their first round on Dorms.
That's the Tyro skin winning that one out for Salt. Shout out Tyro, beautiful skin. Shout out Synthetic. They're doing pretty good right now. I think obviously blowing my expectation out the window.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. And now that they have that Oregon defense, if we're gonna get a little bit serious here, instead of talking about Call of Duty callouts that came from the. Oh my goodness. The worst part is that some people just won't get that because they don't call it that.
I wonder what that. I think people just probably say like hotel Belk. I don't know where our call.
I'm never calling it anything but that. But Synthetic, I mean, they have a very strong position. Not only have they taken an initial round, I think last round they didn't take the initial round on their half. I think it was Visionary moving into the next half, albeit they were on attack last map on their second half. But taking that opening round to send us into round number 8, 3, 4, really important stuff. Now Synthetic can start to kind of snowball the pressure down and start to use the fact that they're in a defensive position in Oregon to their advantage, and also the fact that they're an aggressive team that kind of capitalized on Visionary's mistakes. One thing that I specifically remember, I think it was
5 seconds left before.
I'm trying to remember. I don't
Man,
know.
you
I don't think
just
I'll
said
remember.
you
But
specifically remember it.
I know, but now I specifically don't. So leave me alone. I have small pea brain. I'm sorry. But in general, Synthetic, all you need to know. Synthetic, they have a really good position right now. Even though they're on the down, they're on the down half. They are, 3, 4. I think that if they play this passively, of all things, passively, they should be able to win this.
Yeah.
It's difficult
You know,
though.
speaking
Synthetic are a
of
very
pea
aggressive team.
brains-
So
Speaking of P-brains, we still need to solve that stupid water puzzle with Frozen.
oh my goodness, we got one corner out of 4 corners, and we spent an hour or something. Yeah, no, it did.
Oh, okay, thank Christ, dude. If we had to do that stuff all over again, I would have cried. But maybe we can do that while we wait for the G Pro to drop.
Oh yeah, because I'm
We can
staying
ask
up
Frozen.
tonight.
We can ask Frozen if he's up for it. Of course, that's after the game. Can't even want to bother the ex-Beast Coast CL coach, second place. That was out of order. Frozen.
That definitely out of.
Wow, we're past. But interestingly enough, Visionary are going to be going for what appears to be a laundry freezer pinch, not the standard pillars take that we are oh so used to. Pixel, who's on now 13 kills, is fighting up the tower stairs very aggressively, wants to get this pick through the wall. He finds the sledge, putting away his sledgehammer, he lines up 2, but unfortunately is only able to get the down. Martyr is there for the kill, but the follow-up C4! Eamon will drop them both! Jimmy Buckets, Tricky will get the first refrag after that double kill. He finds Salt. Mozzie now dead, back to an even 3-on-3 with a minute 12 left remaining in the round. Still gas canisters on the side of Hazmat. He's got 2, but 1 C4 in Crafty's pocket as well. 2 players in freezer, the last one inside of laundry, but no, your only laundry player dies to the C4. Now it's a 3 versus 2, and your last 2 attackers are in the exact same spot. The wall is reinforced. They know exactly what doorway you've got to come through, and you might not have time to this rotate. There's only 45 seconds left. They'll try to stun through and make their way through the doorway. They'll stun the player inside of the pillar, but Amen still wants to get aggressive, and they're not going to act on it. There's still a Banshee in the hallway that Tricky hasn't cleared. There's still a shield as well that's up. They haven't cleared anything. The prone peak will not work out for Crafty. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. Abadu with a great reaction. And 25 seconds left, an even man count. Synthetic have kind of dropped their 2-man lead, but unfortunately, after stunning the player in pillar, he ignores the player in pillar, and somehow Hazmat's able to pop up with the shotgun, avoiding the shots from Abadu. Synthetic started the round off well, though the mid-round looked a little bit shaky, still are able to recover it in the end. They will put us into what I believe is a tie game. Yep, 4-4.
And I mean, that double C4, jeez, oh my, for me, man, that was beautiful. And the C4's got 3 kills throughout that entire round. Good stuff.
3
and
free picks.
That, yeah, free is a good word to use. I mean, there was like, I think none of them lost HP off of those C4 tosses. So good stuff. Synthetic are going to be going back to meeting and kitchen. Or sorry, starting out meeting and kitchen. They've completed the 2 sites that are, I guess, considered your most viable, your most played. That being the double dorms and the downstairs site. And now, is it called dorms anymore?
Yeah,
I guess it's like
so
it's dorms and then kids dorms.
Like yeah, I thought it was like main dorms and kids dorms.
Yeah, something like that. Like there used to be no distinction, but now I do think it is kids dorms, main dorms. Yeah. Wait. By the way, the person on the bottom right of your screen just said that, not me. So please. I hate it here. I can't believe you're a horse, man. Unbelievable.
5
The
seconds left before insertion.
vulgar language.
That's my bad.
Attacker's objective is
That's-
to defuse the bomb.
Crafty is inside small with all 4 batteries in his pocket. He got rook armor though.
That's the
Put
stuff that
down your
only me.
utility, Crafty.
That's literally the stuff that like nobody laughs at but me and you. Like he's just chilling in small tower with 4 bandit batteries.
Yeah, it does. Even Pixels put down all 3 ADSs, dude. Honestly, that's a Ski Boza moment.
Oh my god.
Remember the picture that James Dot Dash
Yeah.
posted? He gets killed by the
Yeah.
nade and Ski still got 3 ADSs in his pocket.
I cannot believe it is 2020 and you just said Ski Boza moment. Oh my good god.
Ski Boza. Remember Frag Boza?
Ski Boza.
Frag Boza. That's a throwback. What freaking team did I cast him on? I don't even remember at this point. But now Attic will start to be opened. Alright, so the great thing about this site. To take meeting, you don't necessarily need to take top floor. All you have to do is open the attic wall and make sure that no one can walk in and pressure from the hatch. You do have to open the meeting wall, which is what Abadu and the Kali are now working towards. I'm not sure why Abadu's scared to. Oh, it's because Crafty is bandit tricking. He doesn't actually have cover, so I'm not sure why they're scared.
I don't know about that.
That's
that's gonna hit the top of the roof.
Huh?
Bomb located by
I'm.
attacker.
Oh no! Panic! Please! I'm pretty sure Panic just never gets kills. Oh wow! Actually, that's a really good nade though.
Oh
You
no!
gotta
He
force
can
out-
hop the sandbags.
Craft is on 1 HP right now. That is mind blowing. Craft is on 1 HP. Panic had such a good idea. He was gonna force him out and just shoot him through the drone hole, but Craft just vaulted that, and he's dead now. Almost living out. He definitely outlasted his stay, but Jimmy is actually gonna fuck it. Tricky's gonna get flanked from underneath there by Pixel, but Pixel's actually gonna lose that one in pillars. He's on 14 frags, but he certainly won't get his 15th this round, as he'll be finished off with no refrag ability. Did he just walk through the air jab? How did he get there? I guess he walked through E-box. There's an air jab on that door. I don't.
The air jab moment. I don't know. I mean, that happens a lot, actually, more than you'd think. Now Panic is, I don't know why Panic is pressuring the green hallway. Amon is just going to drop him. Defrag on Assault. They maintain this man lead. 3 versus 2. Hazmat and Amon now the last 2. And Hazmat will expend his last gas canister. It's not going to deter Abadu at all, as he's going to plant from the cover of the overturned table on the stage. Amon's going to take a lot of damage as well. Here comes the push from Hazmat. He finds one, but he's traded off, and now it's just the Rook. Looks like he wants to try and approach the stage. He sees the Thermite just for a second, but does not see Badger. A 3K for the Kali playing up in tower and attic. And fortunately for Visionary, they do not let their lead slip away just yet. Oh, yo, Keg
I
just
just had a
rolled
heart
over his
attack.
ninja.
I
Hi,
almost just had-
Max. Oh, you can't hear us. He's getting changed.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Max
watch-
is in.
I'm
Max
gonna
is
watch
in
Max
here.
get changed.
Keg's also, or not Keg. Uzu is, or Keg is Uzu, or Keg.
Oh, Max isn't gonna get
I'm
changed.
stupid. Max is Keg.
Wait, he took his
Uzu's
headphones
here.
back off.
Wait,
Is he
what
gonna
is it?
change?
Does it say deja vu in his shirt?
Let's go.
I think it says deja
Watching
vu in
Max
it.
change.
I don't know about this one, Harrison. I don't know if this is the bit.
He's having fun. Did you see how
Attackers need to
flamboyantly
locate
he
and
threw his
defuse
sweatshirt
bombs.
across the room?
He has no idea that we're just looking at him. He has no idea. Uzu, you're
Oh wait, that's a nice shirt.
Uzu's here. Uzu, you wanna cast around?
Sure.
Can we do? All right, let's go. Let's go, baby.
Trio,
Trio, just for
Three-way.
just for the rest. Well, wait, is
Alright.
is from
It's a
a
threesome.
from a? Can we get from a thumbs up?
Turn my thumbs up. That's
Fermi thumbs
He's
up.
so done. He's so done. He's like, yeah, whatever.
How do you know?
10 seconds to go.
How do you know?
How
That
did
is the true
really?
question, Crow. The testament of all time is how
Shut
do you
up,
know?
man. Will you shut up, man?
Will you
Biden?
shut up, man? Who are you, Joe
Will you
Biden?
shut up, man?
Dude,
That was
I just
the-
found out Obama's last name is Biden.
Bro.
No,
what?
no, we said this. We said this.
I'm
Okay,
trying
that
to
was last
figure out his
night.
last name for forever.
Obama's first name is what is it? Spencer. Obama's first name is
Oh,
Spencer.
Spencer Obama Biden.
Spencer
Yeah.
Obama Biden. That's it. Spencer Obama Biden.
Yeah, you know that? Or as Jazz spells in Scribbler, you got Barack Obama.
Oh,
Wow.
Good night.
What did
Salt.
Salt just try to... Sweet, Salt just tried to take that fight as Ella?
Yep.
All right, Salt, I don't know what you're doing, dog, but that's going to be the first dropped player for Synthetic. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Not dropped, like, from the roster. I mean, like, in the round. It's a 4 versus 5 now as Visionary lead.
I don't know.
Panic
After this
actually...
game, he might have to rethink his life choices.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's
Wait,
1
can
and
you
8
vault
right
on
now.
that shelf? Hold
I
up. Can we
don't
go
know.
back
I
to
think
Nomad
we
real quick?
can.
Can we go back to Nomad? Why is he
Oh.
on the shelf?
What?
Abbott?
Amen.
What? Abbott, dude! What just happened? Oh
Amen
my
tried
gosh.
the bandit
He tried
trick.
to
Did he
bandit
just
trick,
miss a bandit trick?
He fucked it up.
He what?
He fucked it up.
What?
There's a laser on the door frame, and this guy's getting on a drone. What are you doing?
Hey, yo,
Oh my God! What are they doing?
what is this?
Attackers recovered the bomb.
What is going on?
Swamp is losing
saw
to a
him.
guy named Abadu who hops on a cam and stays on it while seeing the Jaeger push him.
Uzu
Holy
joined the
sh-
call and everything has devolved. Now it's just
Yeah.
Hazmat and
Oh my
Crafty in a 2 versus 4.
I love
And
Salt, but
Martyr
nah,
just
bro.
quick peeked the doorway with an air jab.
Crafty's
Badger gets
dead.
the kill on a Crafty. Now it's just Hazmat stuck in kids' dorms. There's players in attic, players in trophy. You get
night.
one through the wall. Nice shot into Badger. Good night to the collies.
This is
So
winnable.
sort of
This is
utility.
winnable for Hazmat.
You're right.
Is it though?
Oh,
Yes.
he downs Panic.
I'm
Now
telling
it's
you, Hazmat wins this.
extremely winnable.
Hazmat wins this.
It's a one for
Hazmat wins this.
Hazmat!
Hazmat
He
wins
gets
this.
the Nomad! It's just tricky! Our man Jimmy Buckets is the last one alive, and he's all the way by white as Hazmat confirms the down sledge. He's still got 2 gas canisters. He can easily choke off these stairs if he knows where Tricky is, and he'll see him. The gas canister does not come out, though. He doesn't want to expose himself too much, but so far waiting through is... No! Tricky lands the shot. Hazmat nearly finds the 4K clutch. But Jimmy Buckets, the World Eater, will deny it.
From downtown, Jimmy Buckets on the Miami Heat with the assist from Tyler Hero.
I don't know.
You
Yeah,
don't
man.
watch. You don't watch the NBA. You're uncultured.
No,
I watch
I don't know
hockey.
what that means.
You watch hockey. I love hockey. Hockey's a great sport.
Slap shot from Crosby. Cross map. I need to
Cross
go outside,
map?
man. I need to go outside. I need to go outside. I remember specifically this conversation with Creep, otherwise known as R6 Richard. And
Man.
we were talking about the F1 race, and I said, wait, Bahrain's a night map because the race takes place at
Yeah!
night. And I called it a night map.
Yo, isn't Bahrain a night map, bro?
I am in such eternal dire pain.
Bombs as they can.
Man, if I'm synthetic right now, I gotta run the annexation of Puerto Rico right here. That's the play I'm calling right now. Audible. We're running the annexation of Puerto Rico. Please tell me you've seen Little Giants. Please tell me you've seen Little Giants.
That's I think we got a very
I've been let down.
I just opened an alpha pack. We got a common Uzu miss.
Wow. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was actually a good one. That was
he's-
pretty funny.
he's
So they're not
talking
playing
news.
blue, but they're
That's-
playing the
that was a good
shield
one.
inside of B, near closet.
Attackers are moving out.
Huh.
Who needs elbow?
I need for Salt here to just not swing stupidly and fight for his life with Crafty if he's doing a duo with him, unless he's with Pixel or Eamon. I have no idea. He might just be on a solo roam versus potentially 2 people here as they're entering in through small tower.
The thing is, too, I guess you can kind of afford to put the shield there because, like, they've only got a thermite. So thermite's going to use one on E-Box hatch, and then you got to choose, like, do you want the elbow wall or do you want one of the E-Box walls? I guess. All right, Pixel's in green.
Will you shut up, man? No, I'm just kidding,
Will
Carl. I
you
love you.
shut
I
up,
love you,
man?
Harrison.
I'm sorry.
Just a nonchalant. I'm
This is-
sorry.
That's my bad.
Panic is gonna be looking for what could be the 7th frag of this entire series for him.
Wait, is his name Panic or 6?
So,
Panic R6.
will you shut up, man?
Uh-oh. Oh, Crafty, please, Crafty, please. No!
Crafty.
Oh, yes!
Wait, wait, what?
That's my Crafty right there.
Wait.
That is the
hold
power
on.
of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
What did I just see?
You witnessed Martyr team kill Abadu, their only hard breacher,
Uh,
off screen because he got
Just-
shocked that he was getting shot through laundry stairs. What, dude? These teams,
I don't
man.
know,
How
man.
are Synthetic losing? I know why. It's because Salt's 1-8.
oh, hear that?
Oh,
I mean, it's a literal fact.
Badger,
Like, it-
he's got the I forgot what's it. He's got the no, not the Pellington because that doesn't kill anything. He's got the Tundra in hand, looking to swing into
Is this a Cold War reference?
We had a
Pellington is a good-
I called something the JFK balcony. Yes, this is a Cold
Oh
War
my
reference.
god! Did Lee
Like,
Harvey
so
Oswald
crap.
snipe him from the back from the
Oh,
tower?
oh my god. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right through
It was,
the back
it was
of the
tower.
heart.
It was the tower window into the dorms window.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that was on the
That-
highway,
that
right?
is
On
now-
Satellite Highway.
To any T3 player, let's make that JFK balcony, please. It's not even a balcony. It's just make it JFK.
Just
balcony.
make it
Angle.
JFK.
The JFK angle.
In honor of this scuffed cast.
Do you think
call
Lee
it
Harvey
JFK
Oswald
balcony.
got him with a quick peek? Hit him with the
The
QE?
one time I believe in Hazmat, he failed
Oh
me that
my
last round, man. I can't believe it. He
That's
had
true.
it.
Hazmat-
Salt's getting
Hazmat
pushed.
almost
Salt's
has that.
getting pushed
Also,
inside
I'd
a
like to
freezer,
turn.
man.
Whoa!
Oh, what? Oh my
All right,
god,
Eamon,
man!
Also, I'd like to turn.
Who are you
I'd like to
peeking?
turn you fine gentlemen's attention to the clock. There's 25 seconds left, and it's a 3v5
Who
for
cares about the
Visionary.
clock?
There's probably no way that they win this.
I
as
have a
the
watch.
Zofia just kind of pushes into freezer alone.
Okay.
Crafty
Oh, no,
finds
the
another
diffuser's
kill into
dropped.
laundry. Then he knows that there's someone right in the corner. Salt gets the
Oh,
kill
they're
in
all
the
rushing
freezer.
for this guy,
It's just
bro.
Badger. It's a
They're all
1 versus
rushing
5.
for
He
him.
downs
They
one, but he
take
can't
Salt.
switch. And Amen even kills Salt. What? Synthetic at round number 11. We're 1 round away from OT.
Synthetic.
This
are down
match has
bad,
just
man.
devolved.
Synthetic or not Synthetic, but Salt himself is down bad right now. Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
I couldn't see. Good English, Crafty. He's blind. Yeah, Crafty is blind. I was playing ranked with him like a couple days ago. My god, dude. And Salt. They were both yeah. It was a wild ride, to say the least.
And my own drum, they go say.
Guys, man, what's your highest zombies round count?
DMCAO? What? My highest zombies round ever?
In Cold War right now.
In Cold War, it's 51, I think.
Nice. Are people actually getting to 250 plus?
Oh yeah, left, right, and
Jesus.
center. I can't play that game anymore. I'm so bored out of it. I've been. That game's.
Chris, what's Frozen's first name?
Ethan Fox. is his
Easy.
name.
That's what it is.
We were talking about this like a few days, not even a few days ago. Like
Yeah, I
maybe
figured
2 days
of
ago.
all people, you would probably know.
I know everything.
To go.
Yeah,
That's why I'm the prophet.
I see.
Could have a good Twitter at least if you know everything, but I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, I did like a year ago when I
if
called
you know everything, who's
Brogue
getting-
being relegated 6 months
Wait,
before it happened.
What?
Good night.
Panic.
He
is
tried to
just-
go for the most
Panic is
obvious
crazy.
Panic hit
from
that
there.
with 1.5.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
And you can hit it with a
kinda
hollow.
nuts.
You can hit it
Let's
with
go
iron
Panic.
sights too.
I talked so much massive crap about this kid last round.
I mean, he's 6 and 9.
Yeah, 'cause
All
he
of
was
us
rocking
did,
the
but now he's
James Bond for 10 rounds.
that is true. But now he's doing pretty good. He's doing well
He
for
is. He's
himself.
6 and
And
9.
Visionary are
Nice.
going to start with an open frag. Pixel going down with 15 under his name. That's going to hurt quite a bit here for Synthetic. That frag was also very, very early. So Visionary can kind of start to establish themselves on a 4 versus 5, but Kraft is going to get an immediate refrag as he jumps out of classroom window. He will get immediately traded as well. Visionary last round, what we saw, or sorry, last game rather, what we saw, their refrag game on attack was just next to none. But right now, they are refragging quite literally everything. But as I say that, E-Man, he have a refrag of his own. C4, he's the king of C4s right now. He got a double kill if we don't remember that, but he could have a really nasty angle coming up from the attic hatch. But regardless, 2 minutes almost remain as 1 minute flies by. The rest of Visionary have gone open. A C4's tossed. What?
Badger just booked it. Badger saw the C4 chuck up and he was like, I'm not stopping. If I stop, I
I'm just
die.
not stopping. The fact that he lived through that just
The
is
fact that
really
he's also alive.
yeah.
at
That's what
The
15
fact that no
kills?
one is watching flank right now is really concerning.
Yeah, Amon could easily come up from the main stairs. A Martyr is actually looking into Trophy, but Eamon's actually going to persist downstairs. He's got holes in the floor to kind of lock off the game's wall. The most worrying thing for me right now is that, you know, we talked about Pixel with 15 kills dying extremely early for Synthetic. Badger has 15 kills on the Kali, and he's still left.
Hey, Salt's on the
mind.
ball!
He's dead. Salt! He'll
Ooh.
get 2, making up for the lackluster performance through the rest of the map. He'll turn things in his team's advantage, knocking out both Badger as well as our boy Jimmy Buckets. That's a 3 versus 2. Extremely
Jimmy Buckets
winnable
is
right
on
now
the
for Synthetic.
Miami Heat.
Okay. Visionary could potentially come back, but Martyr and Abadu certainly have their work cut out for them. They don't even know where Amon is. They think he's still downstairs, though he's rotated all the way back up, I believe, up White? Yeah, he's back up White stairs. So really, it's just a wild goose chase for Martyr.
Juice chase.
Abadu is going to try and pressure through Attic. He's not going to find anyone because there is no one in games. Everyone's tucked over towards dorms and in White. Martyr try to provide adequate cover. Finds Hazmat tagging up the shoulders, but can't find the kill. 15 seconds left. Hazmat, no more gas, no more C4 either for the defense. It's going to be hard to deny as the Ella rushes through. She gets cut off. Abadu is going to move in. He finds the proning bandit. It's all up to Hazmat. Pistol out for Abadu. He goes down. There's 3 seconds left, but the trade for Martyr. Visionary on the very last round take the 7-5 win, and it's a tied 1-1 map count for both these teams.
As much as we said that this was just going to be a sweep for Visionary, as much as we said that Visionary have this, they have everything in their advantage, and everyone predicted Visionary, that was the closest game we've had in SCS throughout this entire time. I underestimated both of these teams, and I've learned my lesson. I will never underestimate any other teams ever again, because that right there was absolutely crazy. The match was insane. It's too bad you have 3 idiots talking over it, but regardless of that, it was a very fun cast.
Hey.
Mr. Harrison Broder and Chris will be joining you, as you can hear him in the background. I don't know, somewhere. He's gonna be joining you for next cast with, I believe, Max. Are you casting with Max, or is it?
I don't think I am.
Oh, then why are you here?
Because I just wanted to come.
Right. I mean, I just can't lie. So I think we're gonna be hopping into an interview shortly. No interview. All right, we're not gonna have an interview because we need to get moving. Obviously very close between these two teams. Yeah, we have an analyst desk.
Do we have an analyst desk?
Do we have an analyst desk?
We do. Firma says we do.
I thought we had an analyst screen.
It's gonna be enough of us. It's gonna be the smarter people in the call. It's gonna be Jenna and Literos to take us away. Is it Light Rose or Literos? I hope it's Light. I think it's Light Rose, but
I think it's
if I get it wrong, I apologize. We're gonna toss it over to the smarter people, so us dummies can go and do our own thing. Thank you for joining both me and Harrison on this cast tonight. It's been a pleasure. I always have fun with you, Harrison, and I hope you felt the same way. But other than that, let's toss it over to the smart people.
I mean, that's a very nice compliment, but I don't know if it's true. If we are the smart people.
Yeah, honestly, what I'm about to say may not be the smartest thing to say. But let's start off on this analysis, shall we? We have 2 rounds placed up on the board right now, but let me just go off really quick. So the first 6 rounds, Synthetic, in the biggest way possible, drop the ball. But let me start with the positives, okay? Positives. Synthetic they were playing a lot more consistently during their defense rounds. They did not, have those rounds where they lost way too many people. Synthetic almost clutched quite a lot of rounds. They had the round with when Hazmat's about to clutch. That's what we were all saying. And the nitro kills from round 8, those were crazy for Synthetic. But now let's look into, their attack rounds. So, Craft. I don't know what was going on with Craft. I spoke about this last match. The whole idea was their communication, was their leadership. They got so many hard breaching opportunities on this map. They got so many times where they could have found the hole in the defense, where they could have pushed in and, made their way through the round, such as Visionary did on their final attacking rounds, but they did not. They did not do any of that. They set up their execute, but setting up the execute, as we talked about this, does not equate an actual round win. Does not equate the actual execute. They did not do anything near that. Synthetic was confusing to me. They were lackluster at best when it came to their attack rounds, and that's why I think they had such, a drawback with the rest of their rounds. They It was 4-2. I'll give them that. By the time that the roles swapped, they were a little bit more consistent, but they still lost way too many rounds. They had to play it back. And Visionary, they took control of that. They had the endurance. They were able to set the pace. They had the stamina. And Synthetic just simply could not keep up. That's my spiel.
All right, thank you for that. Obviously, a lot to say about Synthetic, and going off of Visionary, I think they somewhat mirrored what Synthetic kind of did in that first round. You know, having an advantage going into the split, and then 7-5. It's like almost the exact same thing, just on a different map. And Panic finally woke up. You know, last map, one kill. One kill, and that was in the last round. And then we immediately saw just jumping alive and just getting kill after kill after kill. And that could probably help why Visionary got the kill here, as long as Badger. You know, Badger did wonderful as well. You know, Callie usually might not see so much, usually might possibly staying back, using that sniper rifle a little more, but not needed, just rushing up there. All with that SP SMG, that's what it is, because that's what was being used. But, you know, Visionary coming alive, I think, when it was needed. And Synthetic, I think, in the end, it was just basically not taking advantage of the opportunities that were given to them. And Visionary didn't play their best, but they were definitely played better than Synthetic on that second map, simply because they used the opportunities that were given to them, and they didn't make as many mistakes when it came down to things.
And I think, I'm not sure if the last round is going to be displayed because it was such a short notice, but the last round is honestly a true example of how Visionary was able to do better than Synthetic right off the bat. We saw that Visionary, the second that they got the frag that could catalyze their round win, they took that opportunity, they moved right into the objective, they were hasty with it, they were swift with it. And I think that's what I like so much about Visionary, is they saw the opportunity, boom, they went and grabbed it. I think I saw TSM play Oregon not too long ago, and the way that I saw the parallels with Visionary and TSM, not to say, you know, T3 to T1, yeah, I'm not gonna make that much, you know,
comparing apples to oranges at this point.
Yeah, apples to oranges, but I think the one parallel that I can actually make between them is just the fact that the second that Visionary saw, as TSM did, saw the opportunity to go in, boom, they took it. And when you do that, that leaves Synthetic basically walking into the objective with their pants down. I mean, that is the best explanation for it, you know? And I think that they really shaped up that match, especially on their attack rounds by the end very well.
I think overall in this map, we saw a lot of just very, very differences in these type of splits. You know, it either was very attacker sided or very defender sided. It didn't really seem to be equal. And I think that could show really the story of this match in general. We didn't really see one team get an advantage over one that was just so definitive, that it was so profound, that it was just one, you know, took advantage of the mistakes of another, and then the exact same thing happened. It was just over and over again. And I think in general, that's why we had a 7-5 victory. This was a lot closer, not even going into overtime at all. So a clean 3 points, or 4 points, I guess, to each of these teams tonight. But Visionary probably definitely comes out as the loser here, because they needed those points very badly.
Change the audio profile. Yeah, I saw that comment. I'm on Carioid.
I was wondering what were you looking at your
I'm
microphone?
looking at my mic right now. I'm looking at this HyperX beast right here.
Oh, is it
I'll
promo
change
time
it.
now? Is it promo time now?
Yeah, is it promo time? No, we're on the analyst test. We have to talk about the actual game. I was just getting off track. Okay. Well, I mean, HyperX, you know, seeing as we are sponsored by them. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think I agree with you. There wasn't a true victor in either of the rounds, but the overarching theme was the fact that Visionary came through with their opportunities and they actually executed on them, whereas Synthetic, when they were on their attack rounds, they weren't strong. They didn't hold up the pace, they didn't just keep on going with the aggressive plays, because you know on Oregon, at least in previous meta, you know on Oregon you need to be able to have the playmaking abilities, and Kraft to be the leader of their team and not controlling Salt like that, not controlling Pixel like that, it's, you know, a little bit of a lost play, because you see that a lot of the plays went down to just, you know, swinging angles, stupid face peeking. I think one of the rounds, and I'm not sure which one it is, so I couldn't even look back at it, but one of the rounds you saw, I think Habana and Ash tried to peek the Goyo. Both of them. And they just got bested so hard. Because why? Because Goyo has a shield that he can peek out of, and he has an SMG that is obviously going to, you know, decimate you within seconds. I don't understand the point behind that play, and that comes down to the hesitation, that comes down to the communication of it. It seems like at that point, you know, they were like, okay, 20-second let of this, we gotta go in, we gotta do this, and they just lost to the simplest angles, the most fundamental plays of Visionary.
Yeah, and coming up on here, we see what you were talking about, this last 15 seconds. And there we go, you know, waffling through the smoke. You're able to get that kill, and immediately, in these 10 seconds, you see this plant starting to go down, and then just this flank coming out from Abadu. And it's just a great job by Visionary, you know, taking advantage of the situation that they've been given, and just doing a great job. And it's unfortunate that Synthetic didn't get that, because definitely was possible, but that's just sometimes how the cards are laid down.
So 5-7, 7-5. That's going to be our round count for Clubhouse and Oregon. So since we're kind of done with this analysis, I think we're going a little bit in circles here. We shall move on to the next segment, which I'm not sure what that's going to be. If it's going to be
I can take that. I can take that over from here.
You can take that over from here.
Yes,
All right?
I know exactly what is happening. Wichita Wolves, they're playing for the third day in a row against PLG, and coming up next, we have the infamous Sticula and Keg. They are ready to cast this match out. It is going to be a great one, and I'm so excited to hear that, and I hope you are too. We will see you. Oh, we're not going to be in the analyst successor. A couple others, but you'll see them later.